Nobody wins when the family feels.
Y'all been able to identify KOBIE's phone number yet?
No, I didn't have it until just now.
If you look on the Fort White football page from 2019, if you look and see, you could find KOBIE.
Fort White football roster?
Yes, sir. Because he was the Fort White 2019. That's how I know him football.
I'm trying to talk to you as a human being. Okay, I'm trying to talk to you as somebody who's made a mistake and needs to make it better. Because we understand that the kid in that house, he's no saint. Okay? We're not sitting like you didn't go and like blow up a church, okay? Like trust me when I tell you, I realize that. But you want to sit here and tell me you haven't had Facebook for 3 or 4 months? Like I can only take so much of bullshit. But what I'm trying to tell you is I can only take so much. I give it to you straight. I've told you everything I can tell you. I'm not sitting here lying to you. I haven't said anything to you that's not true, and you know that. So check that on me, okay? Check it. Say like, well, this person hasn't lied to me. Well, you can at least have that. If I can't trust you, you can trust me.
I understand that, but I didn't.
If you're watching this video, hopefully you saw part 1. Now I want to address something before we continue with part 2. I know some family members called me out on how I worded my titles. Fam, let's just say YouTube don't let everything be as blunt. Now I'm not going to do too much talking for part 2 because we got a lot to cover. Now if you've seen part 1, then you know at this point Cedric is arrested. Adam, he made a statement to authorities and his dad has been paralyzed from the waist down. Now in part 2, we're going to realize that Cedric wasn't as tough as he thought he was. And after realizing he did all this for just $60, he decided to take a proffer and tell authorities everything, even more than what they asked for, giving out who, where, and why. Now we're going to also hear from the alleged shooter. He was identified, as you heard from the intro clip, from his high school football picture. We're going to also find out what he was sentenced to. But first, I want you guys to remember, I don't give you no angle. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're going to jump right to it. Fam, if you didn't check out part 1, the link is in the bio. But if you remember, this Cedric, he was the one who was smoking with Adam before his house got ambushed only moments later, leaving his father paralyzed, him pistol whipped, robbed for his money and firearm, not to mention his drugs. But here's the thing, of course you saw that Cedric was caught up with after finding his vehicle from local authorities. He ended up getting arrested for probable cause. One thing led to another, he ended up telling on 3 people. And one of those dudes' father been going on Facebook claiming he's innocent after being arrested based on Cedric's testimony. Fam, it's not a far-fetch for people to get arrested just based on their description. It's not a far-fetch for people to accept a plea even though they are innocent. And I say all that to say this. Listen fam, I know a lot of the videos be for entertainment purposes, but I want you guys to really pay attention to Cedric Interrogation. This a man that got 3 people arrested but only knew the name of 1. Another man is arrested just based on his description. And I'm sure in authorities' mind they have more information. But how this father speaking on Facebook, I leave all decisions to you guys. One of the 3 people who was arrested was identified as Frizzell Rowe Jr. He's to the left of the screen. To the right is Frizzell Rowe Sr. That's his dad. He went to Facebook only a couple of weeks before making this video and said the following. This is my son, a black man 22 years of age, graduated with all A's, honor student, very well mannered, humble, never been in trouble, no record, has a wonderful support system, a family that simply prays and believe in the word of God. Then the judicial system, with that saying innocent until proven guilty. So my son was accused of a crime and set in jail for almost 2 years. And mind you, Nat was appointed a private lawyer. I'm not the smartest man, but a lawyer is supposed to collect as much evidence as possible, represent their client to the fullest. But nowadays, it seems a lot of them are forgetting what representing law is really about. Then some people got the nerve to stereotype, don't even know anything about the person of interest. Oh, their hair is long, twisted, and just because they're in jail and have a charge over their head pending, they are already guilty. But the God that I serve sits high, look low, the judge and juror of each and every one of us. God blessed me to have a son 22 years ago, and he's been nothing but a blessing to me. God knew that one day he would fall, but just enough that he could bear it. But the weapon formed against him will not prosper. God set him down in order to get his attention, for him to understand the assignment. He is anointed And God said, do not talk down on my anointed or do them no harm. The system gave out deals to innocent people, holding them for periods of time because they fit the description or looked the part of a criminal. But the devil is a liar. 15, 10, 8, 5 were the offers with no evidence and a sworn testimony from someone that couldn't even identify him in the lineup. Shaking my head. He received 5 years. No, was pushed to take 5 years or go to court and basically get more time. But there's power in prayer, and God is his rock and salvation, his beginning and ending. You don't like what I said? Trust God. You don't like him? Trust God. You don't like the outcome? Trust God. You don't like me? Trust God. I thank God for his grace and mercy, and I'm a proud father of my son. And if no one else, God and I are the biggest supporters. Please continue to pray for my family's strength and courage, and we will do the same for you. Hashtag God is working. Fam, that was deep, and I can't wait to hear how you guys feel at the conclusion of this video. But like we said earlier, it's not a far-fetched for someone to be arrested based on their description. It's not a far-fetched for people who are innocent to accept a plea. But this is where we at. And mind you, all this come about because of one man, who you'll later hear give a 2-hour statement from his proffer, telling everything he know. But did he tell on the right people? Think about it. His intentions was just to get out of jail. He realized his partners kept $2K. He set it up and only gave him $60. Check out Cedric, 4-hour interrogation, cut down to just under 2.
Did you already hit play? Yes. Okay. All right. So, I'll just get started. Cedric, let me get you to raise your right hand for me, please. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, today is June 30th, 2022. It is 2:20 p.m. This is Assistant State Attorney Daniel Owen. I am in the deposition room at the Alachua County Jail and I'll let you all each introduce yourselves for the record.
Detective Whitney Williams with Gainesville Police Department.
Detective Virginia Burnell with the Gainesville Police Department.
Adam Stout, attorney on behalf of Mr. Cohens.
All right, and Mr. Cohens, we're here, I don't have the case number in front of me, but we're here to discuss Alachua County case number 2022-9513. All right, it is a shooting that occurred on, home invasion robbery and a shooting that occurred on 6/27/2022. All right. Even though it looks like we have video, I'm going to ask that every answer you give to the questions we ask, you just try to answer out loud, okay?
Yes, sir.
We're here right now because a couple days ago, I was notified that you wanted to provide what's known as a proffer, okay? Am I correct in that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let me ask you some preliminary questions before we get into, and I'm going to turn it over to Detective Williams, Detective Bernal, because they have much more intimate knowledge of the facts of the investigation and where we are in the investigation than I am. I just got some reports a couple days ago. I've been trying to, get caught up, but I don't know near what they know. So I'm going to let them run the interview, but I want to cover a few things first. Moments ago, you raised your right hand and you swore to tell the truth. Okay.
Yes,
with that comes some significance. All right. Now, you have today what's known as, even though we haven't subpoenaed you, you have what's known as use immunity. Has your attorney been able to go over use immunity with you?
If you would explain.
Sure, and I will. So what you tell us here today cannot be used against you, okay? Except for two exceptions. Because you are under oath and you've sworn to tell the truth, if you were to lie today, it could be the basis for a perjury charge, which is a third-degree felony, which you could be sentenced up to 5 years in prison, okay? I don't tell you that to threaten you, I tell you that to advise you, okay? Because unfortunately, people have sat in that chair in the same setting that you are, wanting to give a proffer, swearing to tell the truth, and then sat there and lied to me. But outside of perjury, and then this other way, which is if you were to say something today, and then let's say there's a hearing or a trial several months from now, and you were to take the stand, and you were to say something materially different than you tell us here today, I could play, or either show the jury or judge, whatever the case may be, in written form or in audio form, that back on June 30th, You said A when asked this question, and now you're saying B, okay? But outside of those two ways, I can't use anything you tell us here today against you. And you can't tell me something about this investigation. I run back to the state attorney's office, and we add charges to you,
Yes,
okay? That would kind of kill the whole idea of this, which is the free flow of information, right? We're
Yes, sir.
actively trying to work this investigation and complete it, all right? Identify the other perpetrators. So the last thing we want you to freely tell us and answer the questions, okay?
Yes, sir.
The other thing I want to tell you that sometimes happens is somebody sits in that chair and they've already decided there are some questions they're simply not going to answer, or they're going to dodge, or they're going to be vague, okay? And I say it like this because it's the best way I can kind of illustrate how I view that. You either give us all the truth or you give us none of the truth. If we leave here and I decide, or we decide after talking, that you gave us 85% of the truth, that may as well have been zero.
Yes,
All
sir.
right? So later on, when I speak to your attorney and we discuss, and of course I'll speak with the detectives first after this interview, and we'll decide just how truthful you are, okay? And that truthfulness is going to be based on application of what you tell us here today with the evidence that's been compiled. That's how we're going to determine how truthful you are, okay? But if we decide that you withheld information, it's like you didn't tell us any of the truth, okay? So with that said, let me ask you a couple more, just confirm a couple more things. You're sitting here, as I mentioned a little bit ago, that because you reached out to us saying you wanted to provide information. You wanted to cooperate in this investigation.
Yes.
Okay? You're effectively accepting ownership, and you're about to do so when you answer these questions. But you're here because you're here of your own free will, right? Has anybody pressured you, threatened you, coerced you, told you got to sit in that seat and you need to answer their questions, and that's the only reason you're sitting there?
No, sir.
All right. Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol, anything that's affecting your ability to understand every single thing I've said to this point?
No, sir.
So you understand exactly what's happening right now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, with that said, I'm going to turn it over to the detectives and they'll begin questioning.
Okay, so I just want to start from when we first started, when we first interviewed you. Start from the beginning, like how you came in contact with your co-defendants.
Because he hit me up asking if I knew anybody that sold coke or weed that he could possibly try and get off on or try and run off on.
Okay.
I'm going to jump in here right now just because it looks like this may be something we need to address going forward. Please don't use he's. At every single question you answer, I need you to use names.
I don't.
Okay?
Well, KOBIE hit me up asking me if I knew anybody who sold weed or coke.
Okay, how do you spell KOBIE, you know?
KOBIE.
And how did he hit you up?
Facebook Messenger.
Facebook Messenger. Do you know what time that was? Was it the same day?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
If you go on my phone, you can see the messages between us. And
Okay. Where were you when he reached out to you over Facebook Messenger?
I was at home.
At your mom's house?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what's the address there?
10,000 Southwest 52nd Ave.
Okay, so he reaches out to you on Messenger and kind of starting from there, let's, in as much detail as you can, every detail is important, let's just walk through your evening, okay?
Okay. Well, he was asking me if I knew like anybody and stuff like that, and then KOBIE sent me a picture of another dude, a light-skinned dude from Gainesville, asking me if I knew who that dude was, but I didn't know who he was. So then he asked me, oh yeah, if I send you this much, KOBIE said, if I send you this much money, will you come and get me from Lake City? And you know what I'm saying?
No, you gotta explain to us, you know?
And he told me if I went to Lake City and I took him back, he'll just give me some money just for gas, just to take him back and forth after he did it and everything.
Okay, how much did he offer to give you?
He sent me 15. He sent me 15 through my Apple Pay.
Okay.
15 what?
$15.
$15?
And then he sent me then he gave me another 20 when I got down to Lake City.
Do you already have the Facebook Messenger info and the Apple Pay info?
No.
Okay.
Didn't know this.
Can we, just real quick, can we go back to the Facebook Messenger? What's his face? So you don't?
Yeah,
you know,
I gave him the Facebook.
Okay, so you do have the
He gave
Facebook
me the
Messenger
Facebook
info.
name, correct.
Okay.
And your Facebook name is just your real
Yeah,
name, right?
yes, ma'am.
Okay. And what about your Apple Pay? What's that under?
It's just on my phone. I just got it connected to my phone.
I'm old, so
Can I
how does it? Is it through a username or like how is it through your Apple?
It's like through my Apple Pay, like from my
through like your iCloud account.
Yeah.
What is your iCloud account? See, thank you. Thumbs up for knowing the thing. Okay.
It's wholelife67@yahoo.com.
Whole life.
Yeah, HOELIFE 67@yahoo.com.
Okay.
So your Apple Pay is going to be registered through that?
Yes, sir.
So did he text it through your Apple Pay, or was it just through messages? Or
he sent it through a message, but I don't know if the phone number's still on there or not, but I think if it should, you should see like where he sent me the money from his girlfriend's phone off that phone number that I had off the phone number.
the phone number you provided?
On the back of the little-
Okay.
Yes,
Gotcha.
ma'am.
That's his girlfriend's number.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Is her name saved underneath your
No, ma'am.
contacts?
I don't know his girlfriend. I just knew him
Okay.
that day because he called me off that phone,
Okay.
telling me where to pick him up from.
Okay. So walk us through when you got to Lake City.
So when I got to Lake City, I went to pick up KOBIE first from his house. That's the first address that you have.
Okay.
What were you driving?
I was driving my car.
The Infinity?
Yes.
2018 gray Infinity G50?
Yes, sir. Q50.
Q50 is right.
And then I went to go pick up the second one, the heavier set dude
Okay.
that I told you about. If you look at my locations from that day, you should see every spot that I went to. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Did you have to put in an address or anything to go there, or did
no,
he tell you how to
KOBIE
get
showed
there?
me how to get there. But if you look, I think he had his phone on him too. I don't know if his phone works or not, but I know he had his phone. So,
KOBIE?
wherever I went to, it should ping the locations with them to.
Okay, because KOBIE was with you.
Yes, ma'am.
Have y'all been able to identify KOBIE's phone number yet?
No, I didn't have it until just now.
If you look on the Fort White football page from 2019, if you look and see, you could find KOBIE.
Fort White football roster?
Yes, sir. Because he went to Fort White 2019. That's how I know him football.
Do you have a phone number for him at all saved in your phone?
No, ma'am.
It's all through
I just
Messenger.
Messenger.
Okay. So you went and got the second guy, the heavyset guy.
Yes, ma'am.
How close was that to KOBIE's house? Like, how long were you guys in the car?
I say it's probably like 10, 12-minute ride.
Okay, still in like the Lake City area?
Yeah, he lived out in the country.
Out in the country, okay.
If you look on my phone, if you see a location like in Lake City, it should be like one out of like towards like a little, I don't know if it's a sun code or like a little busy bee, but it's right there next to the I-10 little freeway, like between Lake City and stuff right
That's
there.
a busy bee.
Yeah.
Okay. And Busy Bee, please, I'm not sure what Busy Bee
It's a
is.
gas
It's a gas station.
Gotcha.
Okay. And
And
was
then
the second guy there just by himself? Were there other people? Was it
he was there with his family members, but he
like
was,
his parents, like
Yeah,
older people?
yeah.
Okay.
Can you describe the heavyset guy to us?
I can't really like describe him to you because like he was like my size though, like a little bit smaller on those. And he had on like some Gucci slides.
Okay.
Is he the light-skinned black male or
Nah, he's a dark one.
dark skin?
So
Yeah, they all were dark skinned.
how was his hair?
I can't really tell. He had on like a ski mask.
Did it look lumpy, like he could have locks or something?
Yeah, it did look kind of lumpy, like he could, like he had a low cut or something. I can't really tell.
What about facial hair?
He had like a little goatee, like mustache type of deal. No beard though.
Was it thick or was it like pretty like thin?
It's about
Like yours?
like you could probably like grip it a little bit.
Any tattoos or piercings?
I didn't really see it. They had on long clothes on.
Describe the clothing to us.
One of them, he
What
had on
about him, this guy, the heavy set?
The heavyset dude. He had on all black, and he had on Gucci slides, and he had on a black shirt, and he had on a black ski mask.
What happened after him?
I went to go pick up the skinnier dude. I don't even know where I picked him up from. Honestly, it was like from an abandoned house, like in Lake City. But it was like right next to like a little stop sign.
How far was that from the heavyset guy's house?
I'd say you probably had to go back in the city, like closer to KOBIE.
Okay.
Cause if you look at my locations that day, it was like I went to this house and then I went back to KOBIE's house. because they wanted to grab a gun from Kobe's house. But I think they ended up grabbing it off somebody off the street that was at the same house as those skinny dude.
Okay, so let me make sure I understand. So you were at Kobe's house, you picked up Kobe.
Yes, ma'am.
You went and picked up the heavy set guy near the Busy Bee.
Yes,
Then
ma'am.
you went back to Kobe's house to get a gun?
No, I went to go pick up a dude. Went to go pick up the other dude, the skinnier dude.
Okay.
Went to pick him up first.
And then went back to Kobe's
Yeah,
house.
but I think Kobe grabbed the gun from there because I think it was his mama's little. I think she had like a 380 or something like that. I don't know.
Kobe mom had a 380?
Yes, ma'am.
He grabbed it from his house?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you see him grab it from the house?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you describe 380 for us?
It's like a black gun.
So you went to pick up Kobe, then you went to the heavy set guy house, then you went to the skinny black male house. Can you describe the skinny black male for me?
He didn't really say much. He's just tall, like a little linky, but like he was like smaller though, like probably about a little bit smaller than him, like smaller.
How tall you think he is?
He was taller than me, so he's probably about 6 foot, 6'1".
Tell me about the abandoned house. Why do you think it was abandoned?
Because people it looked like they were trapping at the house. It looked like it wasn't really like nobody stayed there. It looked like they were just trapping at the house because people came out the cuts with the gun, and dude had gave Kobe a gun too.
The skinny guy?
Yeah.
What did that gun look like?
It was like not the skinny guy, but it was somebody else. It was another dude. Because that night when I went back, I just keep going, wait till the latest going in the store.
No.
But when I went to go pick up Kobe, it was somebody else they was talking to. It was another dude, and they was like, let me know how every thing going and stuff like that. Like, let me know if you get in some trouble or something like that. And so then, we went to Gainesville after that.
So this other guy gives Kobe a second gun.
Yeah, Kobe had. Yeah,
and that was before he went to get his mom's gun.
Yeah, that's the one he shot. I think that's the one either he shot at him, Daddy with, or something like that. But I don't.
Which one, his mom's gun or the gun he got from the guy at the house?
The gun he got from the guy at the house.
Okay, what did that gun look like?
I can't even really tell you.
Did you see it?
No, ma'am.
No.
He just ducked it off, and Kobe went out when we went to pull up on the other dude, get the skinny dude. He dropped it off on Kobe like that. I didn't really see what gun it was.
Tell me how you know he got a gun. Like, what makes you know it was a gun?
Because I can't really tell because I need to get going to the story, but I can tell you later on because when I dropped him off home, we stopped at a little stop sign on the corner, and he ducked the gun back off to the dude, the same person.
Okay.
After he had used it from Lakecity.
Did you see the gun then?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you tell me anything about it?
It was probably like a black. It's either 40 or a 9 or something like that.
But the same, I know we talked about in the interview the difference between a revolver and a semi-auto.
Yes, ma'am. It was a semi-auto. It was a semi-auto.
Both of them, both his mom's 380 and then the second gun, they're both.
Yes, ma'am.
So we talked about the difference.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Were they the same size?
I think one might have been a little bigger.
Which one?
The one Kobe had ducked off back on the dude.
Okay. Can you describe that guy to us?
He looked a little younger. I could tell he was a little younger. He always posted on, either he was at the house or he was at the corner. Cause it's a little, if y'all just look through my phone, I promise you could get all the locations through it. I ain't know, but cause I never been to Lakecity like that, so I ain't know what roads I was taking. But I just know we was kind of corners and stuff, and we was in the inner city, by Kobe's house.
When he gave the gun back, you were still in the inner city?
Yes, ma'am.
Besides the stop sign, what was around then?
It was I'd probably say we had came around a roundabout, a little corner, a close corner. If you would have went, it's a house right there, and then it's a house in front, but it's a curve like this, and I had curved like that, and I had pulled up to the stop sign, and then the dude was sitting right there at the stop sign.
In a car, or?
Yes, ma'am. No, he was outside just standing.
Was there a car with him, though?
No, ma'am.
He was just standing by the stop sign?
Yeah, he was standing on the block at night. It was
How did he know to be there? Did Kobe call him?
Kobe called him, yeah.
When?
He called him that same day.
When you guys were coming back from Gainesville to
when we got back in Lake City, he called him.
Okay.
Did he call him from your phone or who phone?
His phone.
His phone? Okay.
Real quick, let's go back. I want to make sure, and I'm assuming you guys already covered it a little bit, at least in the interview. But I'm not clear, and I want to be clear in this proffer. What was the plan when you got in your car and headed to Lake City? Don't skirt around. I heard you say something about Kobe hit you up asking for weed.
Yeah,
what was the actual total plan?
Like, I told him, but, like, he asked me before you even came, like, do we need a gun? I was like, not really. Like, Adam's small as fuck. Like,
A gun to do what?
that's what I'm saying. He was trying to rob him. Like, they was trying to rob him, but, like...
So you knew a robbery was going to take place when you headed to Lake City?
No,
So let's back up. Remember in the interview we discussed what you was talking about? You was talking to KOBIE, and KOBIE said he wanted some blow?
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about that.
I was trying to set up the coke deal. Like, he was trying to get coke because
Okay.
KOBIE, like, he be serving too and stuff like that. So I know he wanted some coke and stuff too. But then, like, when I seen he was trying to...
So what did KOBIE say to you exactly for you to start the conversation about where you ended up at the house in Enclave?
Because when he was just like, how much you think Adam got and stuff like that, like, how much you think I could get off of him? Like,
You said Adam, right?
yes, sir.
Okay.
He was like, how much you think I could get off him? Because I was talking about Adam because I was trying to say who it was. But, yeah, he was trying to find out how much he had and stuff like that, like, how much money. I was like, to be real, I don't know. But I was just like, I know he served. Like, I know he
So did you tell him that he served you in the past?
Yes, ma'am.
Did he know anything about Adam before then?
Yes, ma'am. They be, I don't know how, but they be watching people in the Ville just because they from Lake City. Like, they always used to come down here and, like, but I don't know who he ran with. I don't know who those two other boys was. I just know KOBIE because I played football with him.
But you knew KOBIE knew of Adam and his...
Yes,
okay.
ma'am. Because he sent me a picture of a whole nother dude, like, from a messenger, a light-skinned dude.
Yeah.
And he was talking about, like, do you know him and stuff like that. I was like, nah, I don't know, dude.
Okay.
Why was KOBIE asking you if you knew this light-skinned dude that he sent you?
I don't know, because he think, like, I guess he thought I knew everybody in the Ville because I stay in Gainesville like that, but, like, no, I didn't know, dude.
What was KOBIE's purpose for sending you a picture of this guy?
I guess he talked about he wanted to rob him too, I guess, or something like that.
Is that all in the messages, or messenger messages?
It should be if he didn't unsend them, because I know he's unsent some messages, but, like, I know y'all police, so y'all could probably bring it back
Did
up.
he unsend them while you were talking to him? Like, did he, like, say...
He unsent them that night.
The same night?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, when y'all were just talking about the robbery, did he bring the robbery up, or did you say, hey, I know someone that served, and he's an easy target?
Yeah, I said it like that, but, like, I ain't...
What did you say exactly?
I said, I know some of y'all you can probably lick, but, like, you don't really need no gun. Like, he asked me, do I need a gun? I was like, you don't really need no gun. Like, you can just go hands, because Adam's small. Like, y'all see Adam's small. Like, if you put your hands on it, you could have just, you know what I'm saying, put them down on the ground and stuff like that. But I think the reason they brought the guns, because they just didn't know who all was going to be in the apartment. That's my idea, like, what I'm thinking of. But me, I knew, like, I go over there. I know I ain't need no gun. Like, I never had no gun in my life.
Okay.
Like, I was chilling. I ain't care about that life.
So, in the messages, did you say all this to him, or did you have a phone
Yeah,
call?
I told him, I was like, you don't really need no gun, because,
Okay.
like...
So, what did he say to that?
He was like, nah, he ain't going for it. Like, even the big dude in the car, like, I told him, because KOBIE called back to his house, I think, to get the gun.
Who did he talk to?
I think he called his mama.
His mom? Okay.
Yes,
You know his
ma'am.
mom's name?
Tanya Fisher.
Okay. So he called his mom. Did you hear the conversation at all?
No, man, he just told me to, like, go back to his house.
Okay, but you knew he was calling his mom? Did he say he was calling his mom? How did you know?
Nah, he just, the big dude told him to grab it. The heavyset dude, like,
Yeah.
he told him to grab it from his house.
Okay.
What does KOBIE's phone look like?
His phone? I don't know. He got, like, an iPhone.
Okay, like, is there a colored case on it or anything?
I can't really tell you.
Anything that stood out about it? Is it broken? Is it...
I think he do got a case on it. I think he has a
Do you
case
remember
on
what
it.
color it was?
No, man.
Was it one of, like, the big new fancy iPhones,
Nah.
or like a little small one?
A small one.
Okay. And is it broken? Any stickers? Any, like...
No, I think it worked. I think he just ain't had no service on it. But
And I'm sorry, broken, I mean, like, is there a crack or anything that stands out when you're thinking about it?
I couldn't really tell. I wasn't looking at his phone. I was paying attention driving everywhere.
So, I'm sorry, I didn't write this down. I'm not sure if anybody else got it, but can you describe that skinny black male to me?
Skinny black man. I say he probably had like
You say he was 6'1".
Yeah, he had like a low cut. And then he had like I don't think he had no facial hair though. But I think he had like a little mustache or something probably.
What colors was he wearing that night?
He was wearing like some crazy shit. Like he wore some Crocs. He had on some Crocs.
Remember the color of the Crocs?
It was like some colors you'd be able to like, you know what I'm saying, some bright colors.
The vibrant color ones?
Yeah.
What about colored tops,
I
pants?
think he had on a jacket. He had like a black jacket, black or gray jacket. And then he had on like some red pants or something.
So I know we kind of keep going over and over some of the stuff, but it's just so because you were there, you know what
Yes,
happened.
ma'am.
We don't, so we're having to just kind of like iron out some
I
of
understand.
our questions, and I think all of us probably have different ones. So I'm sorry to keep making you go over it.
Yeah.
So he sends you a picture on Messenger of a guy that you didn't know,
Yes, ma'am.
and then you said you didn't know him. Did you bring up Adam, or did he ask you about Adam?
He low-key, no, he just asked me who I know, like, and that's when I told him, like, who sold coke that I knew. And then he said, like, Adam type deal.
And I know you said earlier, you said you could probably, this is someone you could hit a lick, you could get him.
Yes, ma'am.
And then he asked you,
He asked me if he needed a gun. I told him, like, not really. Like, he's small as hell. Like, you could really just fold him up and he'll just sit down type shit. Like,
and this all happened the same day, but a few hours earlier?
yes, ma'am.
Okay. Did you know he was bringing other people?
No, ma'am. I didn't know till I got to Lake City till he told me to go get whoever he was bringing.
And when he talked about that you guys were going to get someone else, did he call them anything? A nickname? When they walked up, did he?
No, they just had like a little handshake, I guess. But they just like a little gang, whatever, called RTB, whatever, from Lake City.
You know what RTB stands for?
No, ma'am.
Did they have any like identifiers like they have
No,
bandanas?
they just had like a little, you know what I'm saying?
Handshake?
Like a handshake like that. That's all they did in front of me.
They don't wear any color bandanas or anything?
If you look on the page, his Facebook page, you should like see some names like and his like followers. You could like that post office, all them. I don't know who they is, but like
You said post office?
yeah, it's like a Facebook name called Post Office.
Okay. And that's generated from Lake City?
Yes, ma'am. And then I pulled up that night when I dropped the heavy set dude off. I dropped him off to the dude named La.wayy.
Who?
La.wayy.
Can you spell it?
LA.WAYY. I dropped him off to his house.
Is that an Instagram or a?
It's his name. Like he told me to put that like in my phone. He told me to put that as his name.
LA.WAYY.
You say you dropped the heavier set guy off
Yes,
to
ma'am.
La.wayy?
Yes, ma'am. If you see some apartment buildings, cause I dropped him off first.
Okay.
So he was the first one, like the first person I brought back to Lake City. He was the first person I dropped off. We came back after everything had happened, whatever. He was the first person I had dropped off to them apartments. And it'll be like some apartments on the right, but I don't know where the dude stayed at, whatever, because they didn't let me.
So let's back up a little bit because you said La.wayy. He said save his phone number.
Yeah, because they was trying to get me to join RTP or something like that, but I didn't.
So is I just want to clarify, the heavier set guy name is not La.wayy. He got dropped off to La.wayy's house?
Yeah, he got dropped off to La.wayy house.
Okay.
Did you save his number?
Yes, ma'am. It's saved in my phone as La.wayy.
Okay. So I guess, I know we've kind of been jumping around the robbery,
Yes,
but
ma'am.
let's talk about after you picked up the skinny guy in the Crocs, what happened after that?
Then we went to we stopped at the little bit. No, we went to Gainesville after that because we had already stopped after we stopped at the gas station.
So you pick up Crocs guy
Yeah, I picked up
from the
the
house.
big dude. After I picked up the big dude, he gave me gas money to take him to make sure I can make it back to Gainesville and stuff. So he gave me a dub and I put it in the tank.
But which gas station did you go to?
The one I told you
The
guys
Busy Bee?
about. Yeah, if you look on my phone, if y'all look at all my phone locations that day, you should
Yeah, we just don't have those in front of us right now, so that's why we
But
asked.
maybe we get the Busy Bee gas station and get surveillance. So let's try to drill down on time. What time do you think you're pulling into Busy Bee?
If you look at it, KOBIE, you can see KOBIE like, you can see KOBIE's face.
So, but when we go to the Busy Bee, we're gonna have to give them some kind of time range for them to look at. Roughly what time do you think you're pulling in?
I really need my phone. I can't really like tell you.
So was it
just
light
off the
outside or
head.
dark outside?
It was light. Yes, ma'am.
Do you remember what time you left to go pick up KOBIE?
After I left the gas station.
Okay, I'm sorry. When you left Gainesville,
Yeah, after I left the gas station the first time.
because you went to a gas station between your mom's house and going to get KOBIE, you went to a gas station?
Yes, ma'am. I went to the gas station right by my
Do
house.
you remember what time that was?
Probably about like 6 something.
Like 6 p.m.? Okay. And then you went straight to KOBIE's house.
Yes, ma'am.
And from there,
We picked up the heaviest set dude.
how long were you at KOBIE and then the heavyset guy's house? You think?
I was at KOBIE house probably like 4 minutes, 5 minutes.
So quick stops. You
Yes,
didn't
ma'am.
go inside or anything like that. So from the first gas station after you left your mom's
But we
house.
went back to KOBIE house because we picked up the skinny dude from KOBIE's house. picked up some dude from Kobe's house first, cause he had got dropped off by some girls in a little Kia Soul.
I thought the skinny guy was at the abandoned.
He was. That's where he got the gun. I'm tripping. He got the gun from the abandoned house. He got the gun he had from the abandoned house, but dude got dropped off at Kobe's house.
This is really important, right? This is
Yes, ma'am. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
All right, so we're at your mom's house. You leave and go to the gas station.
By my house, right?
And that was about 6 p.m.
Yes, ma'am. 6 something.
And then where did you go directly after that?
Kobe's house.
Okay. How long were you there?
Probably like 5 minutes.
And then where?
Went to go pick up the heavier set dude.
From like his family type house?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know who was.
And that's the house that's near the Busy Bee?
Yes, ma'am.
And where did you go when you left the heavy set guy's house?
I went back to Kobe's house.
Okay. And when we were at Kobe's house, what happened there?
The dude we were supposed to pick up from the one house, he said that he wasn't home, so he was with some females and stuff like that. And so then he got dropped off at Kobe's house, so we was waiting on Kobe.
That was the skinny guy with Crocs?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Is that when he got his gun from his mom?
Yes, ma'am.
That all happened at the same time?
Yes, ma'am.
And then where did you go?
I went to Gainesville.
Okay. What about
The second firearm.
Oh yeah, he picked up the firearm
when?
from the dude in the from the abandoned house.
And that was after you picked up the skinny guy and the mom's gun
Yes,
from
ma'am.
Kobe's house?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Did you go to another gas station in there somewhere? Or did I misunderstand?
No, man, we didn't go to another gas station. We went to the Enclave.
Did you go to the Busy Bee?
Yes, man. I stopped there like after I picked up the heavier set dude though.
Okay, sorry. So let's take a breather, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So I'm just gonna reiterate everything that I think you was trying to
Alright.
tell us.
Yes, ma'am.
So when you had a conversation with KOBIE earlier in the day, and then when you were getting ready to go to Lake City, you stopped to a gas station in Gainesville, correct?
Yeah, I stopped.
Which gas station was that?
The gas station right by my house, the Archer Road gas station, like right before.
You know what it's called, the Circle K or
Circle K on Archer Road, next to Publix.
Publix? Okay.
Which Publix?
Tower Road Publix.
From out in the county by him?
Yeah, right by hell. Like as soon as you turn out the hill, like it's right there.
Okay. So you left the gas station to go straight to Lake City, correct?
Yes,
Okay, so when you arrived at Lake City, you went to KOBIE's house?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't stop anywhere else?
No, ma'am.
Okay, and then once you picked KOBIE up, that first time you went to KOBIE's house, you picked him up, he got in your vehicle, you went to a gas station called Busy Bee?
Yes, man. I think it's a Busy Bee or it's a Suncoast, one of the two.
Okay, so you and KOBIE were the only two people in the vehicle at the time?
We picked up the big dude, the heavier set dude.
So you went to KOBIE's house, and then you went to the heavier set
Yes,
dude's
ma'am.
house, and then you went to Busy Bee?
Yes, ma'am.
And all three of y'all got the vehicle, or?
It was just me and KOBIE that got out. The other dude was in the back of the vehicle.
Okay, so he gave you the dub, the $20. Did he give it to you in the car or gave it to you at the gas station?
In the car.
Okay, so did you
At the
go
gas
and
station.
you went to the cash register to pay the $20? What did
Kobe
KOBIE do at the
paid.
time?
Kobe paid the 20.
So did he
I
ever
gave KOBIE the 20 while I went to the bathroom.
got you? So you went to the bathroom at Busy Bee. He went to the cash register to pay. Did he have anything on his face?
He just had a little.
The ski mask on top of his head?
Yeah, but you could still see his face.
Face?
And like
Okay.
the goatee and everything.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
you did that, and then where did you go?
Went to went to KOBIE's house to get the gun, and then pick up the skinny dude.
And then,
We went to Gainesville. Well, no, we went back to the abandoned house, and then we got the other gun.
and then where did you go?
Get the Gainesville after that.
Okay, but just to be clear, tall, skinny Crocs guy came to KOBIE's house.
Yes, ma'am.
The only thing you got from the abandoned house was the second gun.
Yeah, and they was talking to somebody. But that's the thing. I don't know which one of them called the dude though, because somebody called him, but I don't remember which one called him. But I think it was the heavier set dude that called him to get the gun.
Yeah.
But I think KOBIE ended up using the gun though
Okay.
when he shot
Okay.
Adam's dad.
Yeah. So the abandoned house, someone called someone to like get a gun. Is what you're
Yeah.
saying. Besides KOBIE, did you see the other two with phones?
Yes, ma'am.
Both of them? They both had a phone with them?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So nobody in the car did not have a phone? Every single person had a phone?
Yes, sir.
Did you get any of their numbers?
No, ma'am. I didn't talk to none of them.
Okay.
Can I jump in here real quick?
Yeah, absolutely.
Just so, because this may help us, or help you going forward. Let me first ask you, I forgot to ask you this earlier, has anyone promised you, said that, listen, if you sit down with us and you answer all the questions truthfully, that something as good is gonna happen to you? Has anyone made you any promises like that?
No, sir.
Okay. Obviously, when we're done, I talked to you earlier about how we're gonna sit back down, myself and the detective, we're gonna talk about the information you provide and how truthful it is, okay? One of the things that's also very important, maybe the most important, in terms of the value of your testimony, you could be truthful with us, all right? But if we can't do anything with your testimony, if we're not able to utilize it to make an arrest or prosecute, no, I'm just saying, just so you understand. We want the whole story, but the primary goal here, every single question you answer, if it deals with the people the perpetrators that did this with you, you need to rack your brain about every little detail you can tell us that will help us be able to identify them. Because if this whole thing ends and we get back and we put everything together and we can't identify these guys or locate them and make an arrest, it's not a whole lot. The value is diminished, right?
I'll give you the address.
Yeah, no, and that's what we're talking about, the details, the timeline, the reason because we're trying to match, we're trying to get evidence to match what you're saying, because you're just telling us right now, you know,
But it all happened.
No, we're not saying you're lying.
No, understand. I'm not saying that. But I just want you, if you know that our goal, it may help you as we ask you questions.
I'm trying to help y'all.
I know you are.
I didn't do it.
I think
He's just explaining it to you.
he's explaining
okay,
why we
so-
keep going over and over details, and why we're trying to, surveillance video, the phones, these are all things that we can match to what you're saying and show that we've identified them, that we've done, that we have evidence matching. Does that make sense? More than just
Let me put it like this real quick too. So if your attorney here is a very good attorney, if he represents one of these other guys, right? Okay? And that's not, one of these other guys gets arrested, all right? And you take the stand as the great state's witness, right? But we haven't been able to corroborate any of what you told us. Adam's gonna have a field day with you on the stand, and he's gonna have a field day with the state, right? Because all you are at that point, Adam just argues, you're a bought witness. You were arrested on home invasion robbery, right? Of course you're gonna say whatever you possibly can to best help yourself. So you know what the state has to do to overcome that good argument? We gotta say, listen, you don't have to just trust that Cedric gave you the truth. Here's how we know Cedric gave you the truth, because we corroborated all these details.
I can't.
So
It's hard
that's
really
why
to
we're
tell.
drilling down on areas where we can corroborate. Busy Bee, when do you think you were there? So we can go get the surveillance. Yep, Cedric was telling the truth. There's the car pulling in. There's the heavy set, or whatever it is. That's why we're focusing so hard on corroborative details.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
140. So,
All right.
Dave, we're good.
if I bring up like address to.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you good? Take a breath. So I know that was hard to get, but we weren't there. So in your mind, you're thinking like, okay, well, I mean, I know I went to the gas station or whatever, but we don't know that.
Yes, ma'am.
So what time do you think you guys headed back to Gainesville?
Probably about like 6 or 7 something.
Okay, well, all right. So you were saying you thought you left Gainesville about 6, right?
Yeah, I left Gainesville. I know I left Gainesville about like 6.
How long does it take you to get to Lake City? You think just guess?
In my car, not that long. In my car, not that long at all.
Like a guess.
Probably like 30 minutes.
Okay, so 30 minutes to get there. How long total, with all that we just talked about, do you think you were in the Lake City area?
Probably about 20, 40 minutes.
20 to 40 minutes, okay. And then you guys drove straight back from Lake City to Gainesville. Did you make any stops before you got
From
to
Lake City to
Gainesville?
Gainesville?
Yeah.
I say no, I didn't make any stops.
Okay. Where was the first place you guys went to?
The Enclave. And then stop.
Let's start there and just keep going. with
So you
your
got off
story.
at Archer?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You took Archer down to 34th and took a left?
No, I got off. Yes, I did get off at Archer at the light. Yes, sir. Right
You took it
there.
down to 34th?
Mhm.
Took a left?
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so just starting right there, as you guys get to the Enclave, start walking me through what happened.
Well, when we get to the Enclave, they told me to let them out. So, like, they could just, like, walk around and, like, see, like, what was outside, see who was outside.
Who's they?
KOBIE and the 2 other perpetrators.
All 3 of them got out of your car?
Yes.
Detective, I'm sorry.
No,
Just
you're
because I know I'll forget if we, that's a long drive.
Yes, sir.
Lake City to Gainesville, that's what, about 40 minutes, 45 minutes? That's a lot of time to talk. You got all you guys in this car. You're about, hold on here just a second, just so I want to set this up for you. You're about to go do a lick, right?
Yes,
You don't want it to go wrong, Okay? So you're gonna talk about it, and you got a lot of time to talk about it. I do not want this proffer to end without us knowing what the heck was said in that 45-minute drive from Lake City to the Enclave. Tell us everything you remember being said and who's saying it.
Like, really, to be real, we didn't really do no talking, like, in the car. Like, we was just, like, listening to music, smoking, and, like, chilling.
Well, see, that would indicate to me that you guys have already prepped this beforehand.
No, I didn't know, like, the other two guys were even coming like that. KOBIE told me to just go get them.
But now they are in the car.
Yeah,
but now they're here.
But they were just talking, and then, like, they turned up the music, 'cause, like, they didn't really talk. Like I told you, the one skinny dude, he wasn't really talking.
Did you have any questions?
No, sir.
You had no questions for them?
No.
You guys get?
I just asked KOBIE, like, who they was, like, but he never told me. Like, he was just telling me, like, names, but I really can't remember the names, though, because it's, like, some weird-ass names, like, I don't even know them, because they're from Lake City, so.
Tell us the weird-ass names you remember.
It was, like, he was just saying Buck, but, like, he called.
Buck?
Yeah, like, Buck, but he called.
Which one was Buck?
The big one, like, they just saying Buck, because, like, that's what he says, Buck, like.
Like in what context?
Like it's a nickname type deal. Like
He calls everybody Buck?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like just as a nickname.
Like bruh?
Yeah, that's what he's like. Yeah,
okay,
like
he's saying
like
bruh
that. Yeah.
or Buck?
Buck.
Okay.
But he uses it like that, like in general? He doesn't, it wasn't like he was calling the heavyset guy Buck?
Nah, I didn't know the heavyset dude's name. Like, he never told me his name. KOBIE never told me his name. I just knew KOBIE, because I went to school with KOBIE. I didn't know none of the other two. I just picked them up with him.
Who was in the front seat with you?
KOBIE.
And then the other two?
The other two was in the back seat.
Who was sitting behind you?
The longest skinny one.
Oh, okay, and then heavyset guy was where?
Sitting behind KOBIE.
Okay. And you said that they talked and then they turned the music up. What did they talk about?
They was just talking about like how they were gonna do it.
Yeah,
like,
that's what he wanted to know about. Let's talk about that.
Okay, so they was like asking me like how I look and like how it is. I was like, really, you don't really need a gun, like, you know what I'm saying? Because if you get inside, you could just handle Adam by itself, like, without even having to use a gun if all three of y'all was going in there. But, like, then they was talking like, nah, I ain't going for that. Like, if something happened, I'm just going to, you know what I'm saying?
You're going to what? No, don't stop there.
They were going to shoot them. They were going to shoot, like, if something never happened, like, between me and them. So, like, when we got there, like, I had went and caught the 10 from Adam. I had got a gram to smoke. And then, I guess, like, when I was coming out, as soon as Adam opened the door, they were right there.
That was the plan, right?
Yes, sir.
And you knew that plan. You knew that when you came out, that was their cue to come in.
Yes, sir.
Where were they going to be hiding?
I didn't know where they were going to be hiding. I just knew that they were going to be outside.
Let me ask you this. You talked about your phone's going to have a lot of answers.
Yes, sir.
How were they going to know when you were about to come out of that door? Did you text them? Did you signal to them in some way?
They was already outside.
I understand that, but they don't necessarily know when you're going to come through that door.
They were watching. You know what I'm saying? They were already sitting out there watching somewhere. I went inside. I was talking to Adam for like a little minute. You know what I'm saying?
Where were they watching from?
From the bushes, whatever, because we seen.
So that means you knew that. How did you know they were going to be watching from the bushes?
No, I didn't know they were going to be watching me from the bushes. Me and Adam, as soon as Adam opened the door, I seen one behind the car, and then KOBIE came with the gun, and he hit Adam, and then that's when the other big dude had grabbed Adam by the head, and he hit him with the gun, and I ran.
But there's not going to be anything on your phone, a text or message or anything to any of those guys while you were inside Adam's house indicating to them, hey, you're about to come out that door.
No, I just told him, when he was inside, I was like, Adam's dad is in the room. I told him Adam's dad in the room.
You told who that?
I told KOBIE.
How did you tell him that?
I texted him on Messenger. I told him Adam's dad in the room so that like, you don't get no surprises, like, you don't need to do no crazy shit, because we, you know what I'm saying, they're in student living.
See, that's the stuff we got to know.
Yeah.
Because that helps your credibility. Now, if this thing had ended and you hadn't told us that, that's damaging to your credibility.
No, that's what we're trying to get every information out. You're good. You're good, Cedric. We appreciate it.
Just hit us with all the details, even the ones that don't help you.
And then, like, as soon as I ain't know all that was gonna happen. Like,
so let's go back to the car. Let's go back to that time, right? They're talking about how they're gonna do it. Everything else that you remember.
Yeah, they just talk about they need to get out and walk. Like KOBIE went walk that way, and then dude walk that way. Cause Adam was asleep, so I knocked on his door to wake him up to try and get some weed, whatever to smoke. So then that's when like I was talking to Adam for like 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and then the dude Adam had opened the door with his pistol, like, you know what I'm saying, in his jacket, so, because he be paranoid and he already be knowing, like, what's going on.
And you knew Adam had a gun, right?
Yes, sir. See,
so I gotta ask you this, because you've said it a couple times. You said you kept telling these guys they don't need a gun because you could just manhandle Adam.
Yeah.
But you knew Adam had a gun.
Yeah, Adam.
And I don't care how strong you are. If you know the dude that you're about to do a lick on has a gun, I don't believe that you're telling your guys they don't need a gun.
I told them they don't need a gun. You could look in the messages.
But why? Did you tell him that Adam carried a gun?
Who, me?
Yeah. Did you
Who?
tell him?
I didn't know Adam had like that big gun until like after they told me like the lick had happened. I didn't know he had that big ass. You know what I'm saying?
But you knew he had a gun.
Yeah, I thought he had like a little revolver or something.
But did you tell them that he had a gun?
No, man.
Why not?
No, I did tell him actually. I told KOBIE before KOBIE even came in there. I told him like Adam had a gun. Like.
At what point did you tell him Adam had a gun? Like, is this in Messenger before you go to Lake City, or is this when you're in there?
No,
with
in
Adam?
the car talking, in the car talking with KOBIE. Like I told
On the way from Lake City?
on the way to Gainesville.
Okay, so that's what he is still wanting to know about. Before the music gets turned up, you guys are driving from Lake City, the four of you, to Gainesville. Everything that you told them and that they talked about, as much as you can remember. So let's focus on that right now.
I told him he had a gun, and I told him like, yeah, he a little paranoid and stuff like that. Like you know what I'm saying? He sees something out of the ordinary, he's not gonna really like fuck with it. And like, yeah, that's really it. I just told him that he'd be paranoid, he had a gun.
Okay, and what were they? Who was kind of planning it? Who seemed like they were planning what was going to happen?
Really, KOBIE.
Okay, so he was like telling the other people and you what you guys were gonna do?
Yeah, they told me like what I should do. Like,
so what did they tell you to do?
They told me like I should just go in there, like chill with him and smoke with him for a little bit. And he tried to get me to go back out to the car and get a wood to smoke with him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Get him high as fuck and then like try and do it. But like I wasn't trying to beat up for that long. I was just trying to get in and get out.
So they wanted you to get Adam high, and then do what?
And then like set him up, like just leave the door unlocked. But Adam the type person, like he watching, like he gonna watch you when you in his shit. Mm-hmm. So I couldn't really leave the door unlocked, so he just waited till like we came and opened the door.
When you guys were in the car coming to Gainesville, had you already told Adam you were coming?
Yes, man. I had texted him like earlier, but like he ain't never like answer the phone, whatever.
And were you texting or using Messenger?
Texting
to Adam. And what did you say to him?
I was like, yo, I can get some gas type deal. Like I got somebody on the way type shit. Like.
Did he ever answer you?
No, man. He answered when I knocked on the door, and he sent me.
But he never answered the messages or the phone or anything like that?
Nah, he said his phone was off.
Okay. So they tell you, get Adam high, leave the door unlocked. Were you going to leave the door unlocked and then Adam wouldn't let you?
Nah, I wasn't going to leave the door unlocked because I knew the way Adam was. Like, if he see the door unlocked, he going to go back and lock the door. So it's just going to make it look crazy on my part. And then he going to ask me, like, look at me crazy. He might do something to me. And I wasn't really, like, trying to even, like, you know what I'm saying?
Did you tell them that? Did you tell KOBIE that?
Yeah, they already knew, like, I wasn't finna, like, leave the door unlocked. Like, I told them, like, I'm just going to go in there and chill and, like...
So what was the next plan when you couldn't leave the door unlocked?
The next plan was just waiting until, like, whenever the door opened, really.
Okay. And tell us about that. What did they say?
Like, it's just like, okay, just like, whenever we see you come outside, like, I didn't know where they're going to be at, though. Like, KOBIE, I'm texting KOBIE thinking he's still in the car. Because he told me to come to the car and just grab a wood and go smoke. So I'm thinking KOBIE's in the car. I'm not even thinking he's at the door. And to come, like, you know what I'm saying? As soon as we open the door, I'm thinking he's still in the car, though. But then as soon as we open the door, KOBIE's right there, boom. Then the second big dude, boom. And then the skinny dude right there, too, boom.
Did you know what they were supposed to be doing? Like, they were telling you what to do in the car. What were they saying that
they were saying, like, they not going to, like, just shoot him, like, just point blank, like, because they ain't just shoot Adam. So, like, I'm thinking, like, it's just going to be, like, a little, you know what I'm saying? It's just a little snatch and grab, like, you finna take, and then you finna, but then, like, as soon as they close the door and stuff like that, I just heard a gunshot.
In the car, though, when I think you mentioned it earlier, someone said that they were bringing guns to shoot someone. Can you talk about that a little bit? Like, what was that conversation?
Yeah, it was really like all three of them. Like, they were like, I ain't gonna go out like crazy. Like, if somebody in there, like, you know what I'm saying, somebody trying to do something crazy, and they're gonna shoot them.
Who said that specifically?
KOBIE and the big dude.
Okay, they both said that.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and was like who had the second gun? Because there were two guns, right? Or were there more?
I think they all had guns.
Did you see a gun on the skinny dude?
I know he took Adams.
Which one? Which one of Adams?
He took the big black one, the semi.
Okay. The one that you got from the other guy at the abandoned house.
Nah, he took Adams. He took Adam's gun.
So the
Which
skinny.
is which one?
The skinny dude took Adam's gun, the semi.
I thought they were both semi.
Yeah, Adam had one, and then he had. I thought
Oh,
he had.
You're talking about a third gun.
You're saying he
Yeah,
took
he
Adam's
took
gun
Adam's gun from Adam.
in the house. Did
Yeah.
he have a gun before though? I'm sorry, I got.
I think he did.
Did you see one?
No, man.
Why do you think he did? Tell me about
Because like, I mean, they always like talking like they had it already. So like,
that. Okay, what were they saying? What kind of things?
like, I mean, when we got back after all this shit happened, he was like, yeah, I came up on another pistol type shit. Like,
Who's he?
the skinnier dude said he had came up with another pistol,
Okay.
and then
Another one.
yes,
He had
and-
one.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. So that's what made me think like you already have one, and like you went in there.
Okay. And then what I was getting confused on, KOBIE had two guns. He had mom's gun, he had the gun from the house.
Yeah.
Which one was KOBIE holding, or did you see him with?
Really, I seen him after he like, cause KOBIE was the last person I dropped off.
Mm-hmm.
So if you look on the location with like the stop sign and shit, and what the dude was standing at, KOBIE had ducked the gun off to him, but I don't know which gun that was though.
Okay.
But I know his mama had the 380 though.
Yeah. Do you know who had that? Do you know who had mom's gun? Was it KOBIE or someone else?
I think KOBIE took it back home.
But during the robbery, who had
KOBIE
that?
had it.
Did he also have the gun from the house, the abandoned house?
No, it was the bigger dude, but then he gave the KOBIE type deal.
Okay. The bigger guy had the gun from the abandoned house.
Yeah,
And KOBIE had his mom's 380.
Yeah, cause the dude had ducked it off on the bigger dude first.
Okay. Okay. So, but you think that all three of them had a gun?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And did they discuss who was gonna do what once they got inside?
No, ma'am, it just happened.
Okay. All right. Are you good with the in the car conversation?
If that's all you remember, I mean,
what else you trying to?
well, so I'm hoping that you're going to remember somebody, you know, KOBIE referring to one of these guys by a nickname or something that we can use so that we can identify what, you know, hopefully all three of these guys. But
I can't really identify because I don't even know the dudes. Like,
sure, but I'm just thinking maybe you're driving and you remember KOBIE wheeling around and saying, hey, and using a nickname or something, maybe that you haven't remembered to this point. But that's the kind of stuff I want you to rack your brain on, because we need to be able to go find these guys. You know, heavy set, skinny. You know, even if we get a surveillance video and we see, you know, a heavy set black guy and a skinny black guy, that's not going to necessarily help us identify who they are. That corroborates you that you're telling the truth, but we're no closer to making an arrest on any of these guys. So that's the kind of stuff.
I don't really know the dudes. Like I told you,
I'm not saying you do, but you're
Anything that was
hearing.
said in the car about where they went to school, how KOBIE knows them, and anything like that?
He know them from the little gang, whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But did they talk about? I mean, you keep saying you know KOBIE from football.
Yes,
Did they mention that?
Like, I mean, he mentioned like Baldwin or something like that. The bigger dude did. He mentioned
What did he
like
mention?
Baldwin.
There we go. That's the kind of stuff we need.
Like he was on the, he was like, I guess his birthday was the same day.
Did you get an idea that one of these guys went to Baldwin High?
I don't know if they went to Baldwin
He
High,
said
but he was talking about
his
Baldwin.
birthday was
The day of the shooting was Swan's birthday.
Yes.
The heavy set guy?
Yes, the heaviest set dude. It was his birthday.
There we go. Do you understand? That's the kind of stuff we need.
That's great. That's the things that we can use. So it was his birthday. How did you know that?
Cause he got on the phone. He was on the phone with somebody, and then he was like, "Oh yeah, it's gonna be a sweet birthday for me. Like I'm finna, you know what I'm saying?"
Yep. Okay, that's good. What about the skinny guy? Anything like that? Did he mention a school?
Nah, the skinny guy just really wanted to go home afterwards. Like he was focused on getting home, so I took him to the little spot. I forgot. You gotta look on my phone for that too. But his location's on there too. Wherever I
But
dropped him
anything
off.
at any point in the night that he mentioned that stands out to you about school or football or anything or anyone that he knows?
He just knew KOBIE, and I
Did he say how he knew KOBIE? Like where they met?
just gangbangers. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Just gangbangers.
Okay. All right. So I had stopped you earlier, and I think we kind of derailed you from it. But we're at the Enclave, and they get out. Where did they get out? Like when you, so you turn into the Enclave and walk us through where they got out of the car.
I say I parked right there, like you know, like how you go down in Adams, like it's a little parking lot right there, and there's two sides. I was in the parking lot right there. Though. I was parked.
By Adams Building?
Yeah.
Is that where they got out of the car?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And where did they go? Where did you see them go?
I didn't see him. Like the first time they got out, they had just did a loop to just like see like what was outside, and they hopped back in, and then they told me to back my car in, like right there in front of like the little like in front of his apartment, but you know over there by like the little cut right there, like it's a little stairwell right there. Like you could, instead of going straight, you could turn like left.
How about I bring a map up? That'd be better.
Yes,
for you?
ma'am.
Okay.
So they got out once, got back in, and then told you to move your car somewhere else?
Yeah, and then I went inside with Adam, and I never saw where they went after that.
Okay. Did you keep the keys to your car, or did they have the keys to your car?
I had my keys.
Is everybody about the same age? Have you guys already covered this? The skinny guy and the heavyset guy?
Yeah, I think
Give me the.
I think they're a little bit. I think they're older than me.
Give me the approximate age.
Probably about 21, 22.
All of them?
Yeah.
KOBIE, the heavyset, and the
Yes,
lanky
sir.
guy?
I think that was about 21, 22.
Okay. I'm gonna come over there so you can see them. Okay, so this is the front of the apartment complex.
So you know.
Okay, 1 second, because it's two entrances. Which one did you come off of? The one?
I came off the one right here.
Okay, so you drove down, because it's touchscreen, so be careful. Okay.
My fault.
No, you're good, you're good.
I went down Old Arch Road and I had bust that little turn to
Okay,
come back my
so
discount tire.
Okay, so you drove this way. Which way did you go after that?
I went this way. I went around and then I came like right here.
I'm gonna just get my cursor. So you went this way?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and then where did you go after that?
I did like a little loop through it.
Let's zoom in just a little bit. So we're right here where it says Southwest 32nd Terrace. There's a loop. So
Yeah.
you went through the loop? Okay. And then
I turned. I think I turned right here.
You made that first right
Yes,
after the
ma'am.
loop? Okay. So where did you go after that?
I really find a parking spot
Okay.
like close to Adam's house.
Okay, so you know which building is his house based on this map?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
I think it's right here though. If I'm right, I think it's right here, one of the two. And so then, if you know, like right here with the little, you see that little color part right there, like the little sidewalk right there. Yeah, my car was parked like right there.
Your car. So this is his apartment right here. So your car.
My car wasn't parked in front of the apartment, but it's parked a little bit
It
further.
was parked right here, but it
Probably
was
like
definitely
right-
inside where you turned in. You made a left turn in and then parked right here.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So you parked here and did y'all sit in the car for a few minutes? How long ago?
I
Did you get right out?
I got out and I went to talk to Adam.
Okay.
At this point, you still hadn't heard back from Adam.
No, ma'am. I just went and knocked on the door.
And you went to the door alone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, start from there, please. So you knock on the door and what happens next?
I knock on the door and Adam, he opened the door and he's like, "What's up? What you doing?" I like, "Shit, just chilling, trying to get some gas." And he's like, "How much you want?" I was like, "A little dub." And then he was like, "Just send me 10, I'll give you a dub," and I'm like that. So he gave me that, and then.
Did you send him the money?
Yes, ma'am.
How did you do that?
Cash out.
Okay, so you sent him cash out, $10?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and then what happened?
And then he we was just talking about like what he had going on today, like what he was doing. He talked like he was just asleep, like he was just woke up type deal. And then KOBIE was texting me on Messenger, and he was trying to find out like what was going on. Like he's trying to get me to chill with Adam, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like get him high, like smoke with him and shit like that. But I wasn't really like trying to do that. I was trying to like grab the weed and then like just like go like and you know what I'm saying? Cause I ain't want nobody to really get shot like that. Cause I already knew like the type of person Adam was. And I know the type of people like I ain't know the type of people they was, but like the way KOBIE was talking to, I knew like they was on some hothead shit, like ready to just.
What do you mean by that? Like, what were you worried about?
Because like I really just worried. Like that's why I didn't even stay in the apartment. Like I left. Like as soon as like they came in there, I left. But like I already knew like low key like what type of timing it was. Like because the way they was acting and shit.
How were they acting?
When they first opened the door, like they like pushed me, like just to push me, but like they let me go. And then they had like hit Adam with the gun, like the bigger dude did. And then KOBIE like they had grabbed Adam, like threw him in the door, whatever, and they closed the door, and I just ran. And then after that, I heard one shot, and I had slid.
So I know you mentioned earlier you knew that the dad was in there asleep. How did you know that?
Because Adam had told me.
When did he tell you that?
He told me that he had got his gun, and he wanted to go see. because he had got up and he had grabbed his gun just to see like if his daddy was still home or not.
Tell me about him grabbing his gun. What made him do that?
I don't know. He just grabbed it off his bed. Like he just do that all the time. Like he'll pick it up and like put it in his pocket and like go like see like what's going on, like step outside type deal. You know what I'm saying?
Did he step outside this time?
Yeah, when he had opened the door. When he had opened the door, he did, but he didn't like.
For you? When he opened the door for you?
Yes,
step
ma'am.
outside? Did
Yeah.
he have his gun then?
When they had came in, yeah, he had.
No. When he opened the door for you to let
Oh
you
yeah, he had his gun.
Okay, and then what did he do with his gun?
He put it back on the bed, and then like.
The bed in his room?
Yes, ma'am.
What did his gun look like?
It was like a black, like it was something black, like a Glock or something.
Okay, but still a semi-auto?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And then you said he grabbed it again to go see if his dad was home?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me about that.
He just grabbed it like after he had served my little gram, whatever, my little dub. He had grabbed his gun and he just went to go check in the room, make sure his daddy was still home, make sure nobody else wasn't in there. And then like he had walked over to the kitchen and shit, and he was about to roll up, but he didn't have no woods. And I was like, damn, that's straight. Like, shit, you good anyway? Like, I ain't really trying to smoke. Like, I'm really trying to leave type shit. Like, and then like that's when he went over there and grabbed like and he opened the lock. He twisted the lock, and then KOBIE was the first one. And then we seen, but like before that though, we seen the tall dude. We seen the little skinnier one, the skinnier dude. We seen him behind the car, so Adam like already peeped. And then like it just caught him off guard with KOBIE coming too. Like that's when he ain't peeped though. Like KOBIE just being right there and stepping. Like that's when he first like knew like something was up type deal.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, sure. You want me to show him the Bucky's just to confirm which one it was?
Need to show him what?
The Sunoco or the Bucky?
Yeah.
Just to confirm, because one's 4 minutes away from the house.
Yes,
one's 10
absolutely.
minutes away.
Yeah, but like I told him like they didn't need a gun though, cause you know what I'm saying. Adam like $130 and he has like a fucked up shoulder. Like I told him that too. Like I told him everything they need to know, just like they didn't have to use the gun. You know what I'm saying?
Which would include how many people? How did they know how many people were in that apartment?
Cause we didn't know how many people were in the apartment at first.
I know, but when you went inside, you learned how many people were in the apartment, right?
I told him.
Relayed that to him?
I texted KOBIE and I was like, yeah, his dad's sleeping. Like his dad is sleeping in the other room.
And you also told him, hey, there's nobody else in here. It's just dad.
It's just him too. Yeah.
Adam. Okay.
But I was like, his daddy sleep, so like, you know what I'm saying? Just so you keep an eye, like you ain't gotta do nothing crazy. Cause I only think his daddy was armed or nothing either. Cause Adam told me his daddy was broke. So like, I don't think his daddy like had a gun or nothing. So
So Adam goes and peeks to see if his dad is. Did he tell you that's what he was doing?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and then what did you guys?
Cause I was walking. I was walking
with
with him. No, I was walking with him the whole time. Like,
okay.
Cause he was serving me too. He was serving me still, but like, he just the type of person that moves around a lot. And he trying to make shit like.
Okay, so once you told KOBIE that there was someone else in the apartment, what was KOBIE's reply to that?
He ain't say nothing. He just.
Did he answer you at all when you were in there?
Yeah, like I mean, I told him like, even like when I came out, touch, I was like his daddy in the room, like type deal, like, you know what I'm saying? So he just so you know. And then like that's when I heard a shot. Like I thought they shot Adam. I ain't know I thought Adam shot one of them. Like I ain't think like his daddy got shot. Cause I knew his daddy was sleeping.
Okay. So all right, so Dad's in there sleeping. You text them. You're saying that Adam was up and when he went to the door to let you out. Were you right there with him?
Yes, ma'am. I was right there by the door.
Okay, and let's start from the time that he opens the door to let you leave.
So as soon as he opened the door, we see the one dude right there.
Which one?
The taller, skinny dude.
Where is he? Tell me exactly where he is.
It's a Honda CRV right there in front of the door, and then it's like the moped and shit area right there. And then he was behind the Honda CRV, and we seen him. And then like that's when KOBIE had like started saying something like, he's like, get down, fuck nigga, like, yo, give me that like type shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like if you robbing somebody, you gonna. And he said that, and so then Adam just like got on the ground and like he crouched up, and like the dude grabbed him, and like
which dude?
The bigger dude, the heavier set dude, and he grabbed him and he had like hit him in there, and like I guess they all had pushed Adam inside.
Wait, the heavy set dude did what to Adam?
He grabbed Adam by the hair.
And I thought you said something else.
He grabbed him by the hair and hit him with the gun.
Right, so the heavy set dude pistol whips Adam in the back of the head.
Yes, sir.
Which gun? Do you remember?
Because the dude, no, sir. No, man, I don't remember. But he told me like he had pushed Adam's head up against the wall, and then like blood had came out, whatever, like that.
Who told you that?
The heavier set dude.
When did he tell you that?
After all of it had happened, we was back in Lake City.
Okay. So but you saw him pistol whip Adam in the head.
No, man, I was gone. Like, when they did all that, I just seen, like, him grab Adam by the head. I didn't see him, like, hit him. I was gone out the door by the time, like, all that was
So
happening.
let's cover everything you did see and hear before you were gone.
Yes, sir.
You open that door and you walk us through every single thing you can remember seeing and hearing and who's doing what and who's saying what before you can't hear or see anything anymore because you left.
Okay, well, KOBIE was the first one to come through the door. And then I know the heavier set dude was next, and he the one that grabbed Adam. But KOBIE was just in there, like, and he was holding Adam before he, like, the heavier set dude got there. And then that's when the big, tall, skinnier dude, he jumped over the little bushes, whatever. And then he had, like, went in there and closed the door. And, like, I was already gone. Like, I didn't hear nothing but a gunshot. Like, that's when I knew, like, something went wrong. But I didn't think, like, any gunshots gonna go off. That was just gonna scare the man, like.
So you walk to the door with Adam. Adam opens the door. He notices the skinnier dude that was with you.
Yeah.
He noticed him by a car, and then he probably said, "Oh, something's about to happen." Did he say anything to you?
Nah, he just like look. He just looked around and like that's when KOBIE came.
Well, how do you know that Adam also saw the skinny dude? You said you saw the skinny dude, but you said Adam also saw him.
Because when we you could open the door just right there. You could see him like. And the dude was trying to hide behind the car, but like he ducked too late.
But did Adam react or say something that lets you know, yep, Adam sees the skinny dude too? What was it?
He was like, "Oh nah, like what the fuck?" Like, and then that's when KOBIE came.
Which direction did he come?
KOBIE came from the right, but if we stand at the door, it's my right. But like,
if you stand like you entering the apartment, it's the left.
It's the left.
Was it like he was standing real close, or did he come running?
He came from like behind like the little side right there, like this little side cut.
Okay. And what was he saying?
He was like, "Get down, fuck nigga, like give me the money and shit like that."
Did he have anything in his hands?
He had the gun.
Okay. What was he doing with the gun?
He was just like pointing at him.
And which hand was it?
The right hand, or the left hand, one of the two, I think. I know it's the right hand, though. I'm sure it was the right hand.
Okay.
All right, and then what happened?
And then he just like told him to get down and like give up everything and shit like that.
Did Adam get down on the ground?
Yeah, Adam had fell to the ground and like the big dude, he told him to chill, like, cause he was hitting him with the pistol. And he was like, chill, chill.
Where did the big dude come from?
He came from the same place KOBIE came.
They came together.
Yeah.
Right.
The skinnier dude was off by himself, like behind the car, and KOBIE and the big dude like came.
Okay. And then he's telling the big guy to chill. Tell me about that.
Like he was like Adam was telling him to chill, like it ain't even that serious, like you could take it, like. And dude was like, nah, fuck nigga, like nah, like.
Take what?
He's like, you can take everything, like, cause. Like he was like, KOBIE was like, give up everything, like give up all the money and shit like that, and like.
And this is why you're still in there?
No, I was like outside the door.
But you could hear it.
Yes, ma'am.
Was the door still open? Okay. So when you come outside, where did you go?
I ran to my car.
So how did you hear that?
I heard the gunshot. I just heard the gunshot.
How did you hear him telling the big guy to chill?
Oh no, it was when he first opened the door. He told the big dude to chill because when he first opened the door. And KOBIE had grabbed him and pushed him to the ground or whatever like that. The big dude had came behind him and like grabbed his hair and shit like that. And he had hit him with the gun. And then he was like, he hit his head up against the wall.
But did you see that?
No, man, I didn't see. I heard him like, I seen him hit him with the gun.
So, Cedric, we want you to tell us exactly. We know that y'all had conversations afterwards, right?
Yes, ma'am.
We want you to tell us exactly what you saw with your own two eyes before you left the apartment and door closed.
Well, I saw KOBIE. I saw KOBIE come in first with the gun.
Okay.
Then the bigger dude, the heavier set dude, I don't know which one I'm gonna hit Adam, but I think it was him though, because the way he told me.
You think it was who?
The bigger dude, the heavier set dude, because he told me he had.
You didn't actually see that?
No, ma'am.
So you saw KOBIE enter, you saw the heavier set guy enter. Did the skinny guy enter before you left the apartment?
No, man, I ran, but I ran as soon as I seen him like coming tight there.
So you saw him coming through the door?
Yeah, and they closed the door.
Okay.
And you went where?
I was in my car.
So you went inside in your car?
Yes, ma'am.
And at what point did you hear the gunshot? Were you in your car yet, or you were still going to it?
I was in my car. It was a loud ass shot, like.
Okay, and then what happened?
I was scared after that. I already knew, like.
What happened next?
It was like he shot him, like.
Yeah, right, but for you, you're sitting in your car, you hear this gunshot, and then what do you see?
Oh, I just see them come running. Like, the dude hopped the bush. I seen the one dude hop the bush, the tallest skinny dude.
Okay.
And then KOBIE and them, they running, like, but they was like, my car was parked close to another car, so they was trying to, like, you know what I'm saying, get in, but, like, they was trying to get in, like, quick. But, like, he couldn't do it because, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's another car right there.
Yeah.
So then when I left, I turned left. I busted the other left, and I busted another left, and went out by the gas station, the Circle K. And then we stopped at the little, what's that? That gas station over there on New Bed Road, by Wendy's.
It's like 3 of them over there. Is
It's
it one
the
on the same?
It's the one on the same side as Wendy's.
Is it right beside there or right beside the whole?
Arby's.
Right beside Arby's.
Right before you get on the interstate to go north?
That's the one I stopped at.
So you stopped there. Then what y'all did? Y'all talked. Did anybody get out the car?
They didn't get out the car. They just told me to go put gas in, and then we.
Okay.
But none of them got out?
No, sir.
Real quick, because I don't want to forget this. I pulled up the Fort Wayne football roster. And coincidentally, there's 2 KOBIEs with their different names spelled. They don't have their pictures on here, but
I could tell you the name.
I want you to look at it and you identify for me if either one of those is the KOBIE you've been talking about.
Nah. I could tell you the name, dude. Because KOBIE, he
Is
played.
that from this year?
No, it's a couple years ago.
Okay.
Do you know the year that years that KOBIE played on the football team?
Yeah, he played. He graduated 2019.
He graduated. Okay, so that's the 2019-20 roster. So that
Right
should be-
there.
Huh?
KOBIE Archer.
Okay. Oh, jeez, there's actually 3 KOBIEs. Okay, so it's spelled KOBIE Archer. He's listed as 5'10", 215 pounds. Does that sound right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So let's back up a little bit.
Yeah, so
You're good. You're good. Okay. So let's talk about when they got in your car. Did anything?
They just get out of the line, slide.
who got in the front seat?
KOBIE.
What was in his hands?
That's what I was saying.
Money. The bigger dude had
Okay,
the money.
KOBIE gets in the front seat. What is in KOBIE's
KOBIE had like his jacket and some coat
Some coke?
and a backpack.
Coke in a backpack?
Yeah, but it wasn't nothing in the backpack, but it was like an Under Armour backpack he took from Adam's house. Like,
Okay.
It was empty.
Tell me about the coke.
It was like a little smaller bag of coke.
Like in a baggie? Okay. Did you see his gun at all? Where was that?
It was in his jacket.
Okay.
But he had put it like in the backpack too.
Okay. So that's him, or that's KOBIE.
Mhm.
Who gets in behind KOBIE?
The heaviest set dude.
What did he have in his hands?
He had money. He had like, I think like $700.
Anything else in his hands? Did you see his gun?
Yes, man.
Where was it?
It was in his jacket too. They all had it like
Okay. And then skinny guy gets in where?
behind me.
And what did he have in his hands?
His gun and like, you know what I'm saying? Like some, he didn't really have nothing. He just had his gun.
Okay. Anything else in his hands or anything else he took? Okay.
Mm-mm.
All right. So what were they saying? What was conversation like
They
as
were
you're pulling
like,
out?
go. Like,
Okay.
they're trying to tell me like, we need to get back to Lake City like ASAP, like
Okay.
slide. Like, I had to get gas because like my car was gonna break down. Like, man.
So and when are they telling you what happened?
Like they telling me like when we was like leaving, they was like, oh yeah, he shot him.
Who said that he shot him?
KOBIE. He was like, he shot him.
KOBIE said he shot him.
Yeah.
Who was he talking about?
His daddy. I'm dad.
No. Who was he saying shot?
Who was the shooter?
The shooter? KOBIE.
Did he say I shot him or he
Yeah,
shot
he said
him?
he shot him.
Okay, that's what we're trying to figure out.
KOBIE
Yeah,
said
KOBIE
the word
okay,
I
my
shot
fault.
him.
You're good. You're good.
Yeah, KOBIE was like, I shot him, like, because he was finna hit the skinnier dude or whatever. He was finna hit the skinnier dude, like,
Who was gonna hit him?
Adam's dad. Because I guess he had woke up out of sleep once he heard, like, everything that was going on. And, like, I guess, like, I don't know, I didn't try to fight the dude instead of, like, shooting him, but they told me, like, KOBIE came to the car and, like, he shot him, like.
So KOBIE's saying I shot him.
Yeah.
And did you ask who? Who did you shoot? Is that exactly what you
Yeah,
said, or what were you
he
saying?
was like the homeboy, like, and I was like, what homeboy? He's like, the photo, like, the one that came out the room. I was like, who came out the room? And I guess, like, that's when I knew it was his dad type deal.
All right. And what did you have to say? What were the other guys saying about that? That KOBIE shot?
I was like, you tripping, you tripping, like, I ain't even had no gun. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even had no gun, so.
Yeah. And what did KOBIE say back?
He was like, nah, I wasn't tripping. Like, he was gonna hit twin, like, type deal. Like,
Twin?
Yeah, they call each other twin.
Okay.
So, like,
Who called who twin?
KOBIE and the big dude, and the smaller dude and the skinny dude.
They all call each other that?
Yeah, cause they
Twin?
Yeah.
Alright.
So KOBIE, the big dude, KOBIE, the heavyset dude, and the skinny dude all call each other twins?
Yes, man, cause they all from the same city, like they all rep the same little gang.
And what did the skinny guy have to say?
He didn't really say nothing. He wasn't really talking. He was just ready to go home.
Yeah. And I'm trying to remember.
I gotta get something to drink. I don't know.
I think you told us earlier, but who took Adam's gun?
The skinny dude.
And how do you know that?
Because he had told me he had took it once we got back to the dude's house. Once I dropped the heavier dude's off.
The skinny guy told you that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Did you ever see Adam's gun? Was it the same gun that you saw him get off the bed?
It was the skinny dude had.
Okay. Alright, so he's telling you, I shot him, you find out who he shot, you guys are driving, you get to the gas station, is that right? And you guys went up to Newberry Road this time.
Yes, ma'am.
Get on the interstate Archer Road.
Let's make a Newberry Road.
Who got out of the car at the gas station?
Me.
Only you? Do you remember which pump you were at?
I was at the pump farthest to the road, like
Farthest from the road or closest to the road?
closest to the road.
Okay, so you turn into the gas station and it's like right there, or you have to, I'm trying to picture it in my mind.
Nah, I had went all the way down like down Newberry Road. I came down Newberry Road after that happened, like you know where Westwood is and stuff like that. I drove that road all the way down, and then I turned left, like over there by Westwood, and go down Newberry Road, and then I turned at that light, turn right, we go down, and we went all the way down until I seen the gas station, and then I got off. I stopped at the gas station. And they was talking and stuff, and then they was like, "Yeah, we just need to get on the interstate, like go, like."
Was it was dark outside?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you remember what time it was? Did you notice?
It was like right after it happened.
Right after it happened. Okay, so you get gas and you get on the interstate right there at Newberry Road. Start there. What happens next? What are you guys talking about? That long drive back to
They were just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, dude was telling like it was his birthday, like, you know what I'm saying? He's like, "Oh yeah, I feel good. I just came up off a good lick on my birthday type there, like, you know what I'm saying? I got some money. I'm finna probably go to Baldwin and do something like." It's just a whole bunch of them.
Okay. All right, and you get to Lake City, and where do you go?
I go to the first, I think it's the dude La.wayy that was texting. I think I went to his house in the apartments, and the heaviest set dude got dropped off there too.
Who else got dropped there?
The heaviest set dude.
Him?
Yeah, he got dropped off there.
Okay, so he gets out of the car, and then it's just.
Yeah, we were talking for a little bit and stuff like that.
About what? What were y'all talking about?
Like they told the dude what happened.
Who's they?
Those three, like KOBIE, the skinny dude, and the heavier set dude. They told La.wayy what happened that day, and like what happened like that night. I meant when we were in Enclave, and like KOBIE was like he shot him and everything like that.
KOBIE said he shot him, or he said I shot him.
Yeah, he said I shot him. Like he told La.wayy like he had shot him type there.
Let me ask you this: when you pull up to La.wayy's house, do you notice any cars out front that maybe the skinny dude, heavy-set dude, or KOBIE, any of them may be getting in to leave from there? You notice any cars there?
They had me park away from the dude's apartment complex. Like they had me park on the farther end.
Do you remember the name of the complex?
No, man. If you could
Were
like
they single-story buildings or?
they were like I think they were single and like double, like single like.
Anything that stands out, like if I saw it, what I should be looking for?
If you, I can't really like, you know what I'm saying? I don't really like know where it was because I'm not like familiar with Lake City.
Anything that stood out to you?
It had like a little sign, but I don't remember what the sign said.
What about the sign is making you think of it? Like what kind of sign?
It had like white lettering on it.
Okay. Was it like in the front of the complex? When you
It was like one of these signs. And then it had like the little complex name on it, but it was in like white letter, and I think it was gray.
So the sign was gray, white lettering with the complex name. Okay.
Yes, man.
And only heavyset guy stays there.
Yes, man. He had got dropped off there, and then
What did he take with him when he got out of the car?
he just took the gun and like the money.
Okay.
Did you ever see any of them using their phones from Gainesville to Lake City?
For sure.
So let's start with the heavyset guy. What did you see the heavyset guy doing with his
He
phone?
was on the phone talking. Remember I told you?
Okay.
The heaviest set dude was on the phone talking, and he was on the phone with somebody talking about like how it was his birthday and like how he gonna have a good time tonight and stuff like that.
Did it sound like he was talking to a guy or a girl?
I can't really tell.
Did he ever say a name, like
Nah, cause like we was on the way back, and I was driving on the interstate, and I was trying to pay attention. I wasn't really like listening in like like who he was talking to, but I know he was on the phone with somebody though.
Did you ever see him use it again? Did you ever see him text anybody or take a photo or video?
They were on their phone like on the way there. I mean, like yeah, they were using their phone.
So you saw all of them using their phone?
Yeah. So like if you find out like where I was pinging at, you'll find out where they're pinging at too, and they'll be the ones that were with me.
Okay, well, it's not that easy.
Nah, cause like we like I know like you could get it. Can't you get it like off by like a gas station or something?
We're gonna try, but so let me before we move on from the heavyset guy. You remember him having a conversation, talking about he's gonna have fun on his birthday, go party in Baldwin.
Yeah, cause that day was his birthday.
Understood. Do you remember him doing anything else on the phone, texting, anything else other than that phone
I
call?
can't really tell. He was in the back seat.
Okay, move to the skinny guy. Did you specifically remember him using his phone, and how was he using his phone?
Yeah, he was using his phone. He was just texting off of it. Like, when I looked in the back seat, like the guy, like the blunt type there, he had used it.
What does that mean?
A blunt, because we're smoking.
Oh, you're smoking. Okay.
Yeah. And I had grabbed the blunt. He was on his phone, like texting somebody, but I don't know who he was.
So you can tell me a second. Did you ever hear him make a phone call?
No, sir. The only one that made the phone call was the heaviest set dude.
I guess that answers my next question. You never heard KOBIE make a phone call?
KOBIE didn't make a phone call till we got back to Lake City to call the dude that he was trying to get the gun, that he was trying to drop the gun back off to.
Okay, what's up?
Can I show him an overhead aerial view of Lake City? And I pinged a lot of the apartment complexes.
Yeah.
Maybe that might ring a bell. So I'm gonna show you. See if any of these names ring a bell. You see the little red dot right there? That's an apartment complex. See if any of those names. So there's Gateway, 91. Do you remember generally the area? Any of those names look familiar? Did it look like that?
To be real, it might have been something like that. But it's like, not like that. It's a little different.
How so?
Because like, right there, it's like a
Here's what I'm showing.
And we think that you said. So you're showing me Sundial Apartments.
Look, I can tell you right now, the apartment, it's a one-way.
I think it
like,
looks something like that.
It's an end. It's a trash can on the end. You know what I'm saying? And there was somebody that had like a really nice truck out there. Like it looked like somebody that had money, but they were staying out there. Like it was like a newer like what's the trucks called? Like Tahoes, Suburbans. It was a newer truck like that was parked in front of me. So like.
Do you think that might have been the heavyset's truck?
Nah, it was just somebody that was staying out there too. I was just trying to give you an idea, like. But
Did they seem like nice apartments?
I mean, yeah, they look straight, like, you know what I'm saying, like decent enough. Like, I mean, it looked like somebody that had money staying out there, so yeah, they had to be like decent at least.
So you live in Hale, right?
Yeah.
So is it like
It's not Hale.
Not Hale level. But nice, not just like crummy apartments.
Yeah. I mean, they had like a first floor and a second floor, and then they had like a the end. It had like its own little stop. Like you couldn't go farther than like, you know what I'm saying, like a certain area. So if you wanted to go out, you had to turn around.
Okay.
So it's a one-way street.
So did KOBIE make the phone call to give the guy his gun back before or after heavyset guy gets out of the car?
KOBIE called him after we dropped the heavyset dude off.
Okay, but there's still him and skinny guy in the car with you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and did you go drop the gun off or the skinny guy?
We dropped the skinny guy off first.
Where did you drop him off?
Back to his house.
Have you been to his house before that day?
He had got picked up. I had seen his way he was that time I had dropped him off and he had gave me money just to take him home, whatever.
Skinny guy gave you money to take him home?
Yeah.
How much money did he give you?
$20.
Okay. And you dropped him off. What did he take out of the car with him?
He took the gun and Adam gun.
So two guns go out of the car with him.
Yeah.
Okay. And then where did you go?
I went to drop KOBIE off, drop the gun back off to the dude.
So you dropped the gun off after skinny guy gets out of the car?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So heavyset guy gets out, skinny guy gets out.
KOBIE drops the gun off because KOBIE was the last one with me.
Mm-hmm. Did he call after both of the other people were out of the car? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then you take him to his house again?
No, I take him to the dude. We meet through that stop sign this time. It's late at night. We meet him at a stop sign, like corner light street, like stop signs like that. And then, but I low-key know I know where that's at though.
Okay, tell me about that.
If you it's like hard as hell to tell, but like I know because I had went to that place like before, I went to that area before.
What's in that area?
It's like a train tracks, and then there's a building right there.
What's the building?
No, I can't really tell what the building was.
What kind of building?
It was like looked like an old little, you know what I'm saying, ran down junction building type deal.
Like a house or like a business?
Like a business.
What kind of business?
I couldn't really tell.
Like it's like a store that someone would go in and buy stuff? Or
Nah, it was just like people hanging out up there, like type deal.
Were they hanging out that night?
Yeah, but the dude wasn't up there at that place.
Okay.
He was at the stop sign before that.
Okay. But it's near train tracks in this building?
Yes.
Okay. And how far is that from KOBIE's house?
Probably like 8 minutes, 7 minutes from KOBIE's house.
Okay. So you drop KOBIE off at his house, and what does KOBIE get out of the car with?
He got out with the 380
Okay.
after he had already done.
Did he still have the backpack?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Did he say anything to you as he was getting out?
I mean, he had some backpack. He had a backpack, some AirPods.
Where'd he get the AirPods?
Adams.
He stole them from Adam? Okay. Anything else? Did he say anything to you as he was getting out?
Nah, he just told me to be safe.
Okay. That's nice of him. And then where'd you go?
Just went back to the pavilion.
Had you been to the pavilion already that night?
No, I stopped to the gas station in Lake City before that. I stopped to the gas station. I put gas in my car, and then I went to the pavilion.
Which gas station did you stop at then?
I stopped to the one right by KOBIE's house.
Which is what?
I think it's Sunco.
Okay.
Either Sunco Racetrack, something like that. It's like an orange gas station. No, it might be a Shell. Could be a Shell or a racetrack, something like that.
It's orange?
Yeah.
Okay. And it's how close is it to KOBIE?
It's right down the road from KOBIE's.
Like
Like
how
literally,
close?
you could walk.
Okay.
You
But
could
like,
walk.
how far of a walk would it be?
Probably like 5 minutes.
Okay. Alright.
Is it something?
Sure. Does that look familiar? See those? What about this?
I know it was a one-way. It was a one-way in.
Does that look anything familiar? It's on. Does that?
That might be. Let me see.
So this is kind of the outside of the buildings.
Yeah.
I think this would be the front office. Does that look?
That. I think I dropped dude off right there, the skinnier dude.
Right here. It's Winsong Apartments. It's right there.
Because he had me drop him off in the front. He didn't want me to go like all the way around the
Going on
apartments.
housing in Lake City.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's what
I just clicked on, sorry, if I can get the address, that's
Yeah,
fine,
that's why I
sorry.
dropped the skinny dude off.
I thought you
If
dropped
you
him off at
want,
his house.
I can
That's his
text you
house.
that.
Where he
Yeah,
lives.
he didn't have me at his house.
When you say house, it was an apartment.
Yeah, it's an apartment complex. He had me drop him off in the front because I had to do a loop around and turn my car around and just turn out. He had me drop him off in the front.
Okay.
Do that now.
Alright, so you stop at a gas station, the orange gas station, and then you went straight to the pavilion?
Yes, ma'am.
Why were you going to the pavilion?
I was just going to lay at my friend's house, go chill with my friends.
Okay. Did you text them or let them know you were coming?
Yeah, I told him I was coming.
Who did you text?
My friend Perry. I just told
Perry?
him. Yeah, I just told him I was coming.
Is he in your phone as Perry? Okay.
Is that his first name or last name?
First name.
You know his last name?
Sylvester.
Harry Sylvester?
And did you tell him anything about the lick?
No, I just went there like, and then I seen my car getting towed outside, so I had like went to my car and
So
they're like,
let's not skip ahead. So you go there.
yeah, I was laying down, and then like I heard like a truck outside, and then like I just looked outside and I seen like say tool sign, and I know I parked right there, and then like that's when I just went outside and grabbed my life.
But at no point when you were in the apartment did you tell anyone that
No
you
ma'am,
guessed what
I
happened?
had just got there.
Did they ask you what you'd been doing? Or
No,
anything?
we were smoking. Like I told them I told them I had just came from Lake City type deal, but I didn't never tell them like what had all happened.
But you did tell them you came from Lake City.
Yeah, that's.
Who did you tell that to? Was it just Perry there?
No, it was Robert there too, but like I just told Perry because Perry was the person I was talking to.
What's Robert's last name?
McClendon. Like they didn't know what was going on. They were playing the game and shit because like I had just popped up type deal. Like when I showed up.
And then you come out, your car's getting towed, and you see Detective Williams.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Is there anything else that, as we've been talking, you've been like, I really need to tell them about that, or anything that you think you've...
I just know the one apartment building was like a one-way street. Like you turn in, you turn right, and then like you could go down, but like I think it was a trash can or something right there. So you had to like really like turn around and go out the other way.
But you don't think Heavyset guy lived there? Do you know he was just there to see was a little
Nah,
away?
he was at he was just seeing La.wayy, but the Heavyset, I know he stayed at the other place. And I told you about where I picked him up from the first time.
Okay, that's where he stays for sure.
Yeah, because KOBIE told me.
I just wanted to show you a picture really quick, just to verify this is the Busy Bee you're referring to.
That's the one I'm talking about. Nah, that's a shell.
Okay.
That's the one that was by KOBIE house, but
Is the one?
Go ahead. Are you identifying that shell as the gas station? Okay.
No.
So that gas station we're looking at is not a gas station you ever went to?
nah, if it's a shell, like you could see. Can I bring up KOBIE's like house right quick? Can I show you like where he lived? Because if you
I would, but
Go ahead. We can go ahead and put that.
don't like his address.
Oh,
Huh?
I've been trying to find it, but
Oh, you haven't been able to?
is it Google Maps or is it?
I'm on Google Maps and
I think I can find that Busy Bee. I know.
I think
Let's
it's
go ahead and put on the record too, the
Yeah.
address that you've written down, before we came in here, you wrote down an address, correct?
Yeah,
Okay, let's go ahead and put that on the record, everything on the Post-it.
it should be like if you go through my like old.
Yeah. So,
Busy Bee.
Let me see. That's it right there. That's it.
Detective, I'm gonna go ahead and send you a screenshot
Thank
of
you
this
so much.
Busy Bee.
can you read the address?
If you go right there, it's just down the road, and then it's a turn.
What's down the road?
The house.
You ain't getting on.
The Husky dude's house.
Okay.
If you go right down the road a little bit, it's like I don't know if
What's
it's the
the
first.
That's the one you went to
I'm gonna
with
text it to you right now with a
the
screenshot.
Is that the one you went to with the Heavyset guy and KOBIE went inside and paid? Is that one? Okay.
But like if you I know like shoot. What I was gonna say, when I went to the dude's house,
Detective, I just texted.
I know they were working on like a road construction, so I don't know if it was that road, but I know like if you go down that road by that little Busy Bee, his house is like the way he was standing was on that road.
What's his house look like?
It had a bunch of cars and it had like
Is it a house or it's an apartment?
a house,
Okay.
He
Is it a
said-
1-story or 2-story?
one story.
And brick, wood,
I can't really tell.
anything about it? Was
Nah,
there a fence?
he had cars in the yard,
How many? Like what kind of cars?
a couple cars in the yard. So
What they look like?
I know he had a Malibu. He had a Malibu sitting like in front of a tree,
What color?
red, like a red maroon color, and then it was another like some other old cars. But I couldn't really tell what type of car.
Anything else? A fence, a porch?
I mean, they had like a little gazebo type deal,
Where was that?
like right, the cars were under, but like,
Oh, like so, it's like something the cars were parked underneath.
yeah, I think he either stayed like on a rock little way, or he stayed in the grass, but you could tell because it's right there by the road, like, and I backed up easily out of it, so.
So let me go ahead and put this Post-it here, you recognize what I'm showing you? Is that a yes? Okay, is this information you provided your attorney to provide to us today?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I want it on the record. It says, go ahead and read it for me if you would. It looks like it says KOBIE, Trevelyu. Read what you're trying to communicate there.
KOBIE, Trevelyu, Jamarian Archer, 149 Southeast Spring, that is Court, Lake City, Florida.
Awesome.
Okay,
386-361-9942.
okay, let's start with the phone number. Whose phone number is that?
That's the girlfriend that he called me off of.
No, who's he?
KOBIE called me off of. The girlfriend's phone that KOBIE called me off of.
You know the girlfriend's name?
No, ma'am. I never met the
So
girlfriend.
now identify some of this information on the front here. I know you wrote
I
KOBIE.
mean,
but I don't-
KOBIE, I think this is his full name, right there. And then this is where he stays at, the address for his house. And this is the city he was in.
Okay,
Because I know that's the address he gave me to take to his house.
all right. Let me ask a couple questions while the detective's trying to pull this up.
Yeah,
Okay, your vehicle, I've read in the reports that your vehicle was seen without any temporary tag inside the pavilion. When you drove to Lake City and back, did you have your temporary tag on your vehicle? Or did you have it no tag at all on your vehicle?
No tag. It's just
Okay.
it's in the window. It was in the window of my car.
What? The temporary tag is in the window, but it's not on where it belongs.
Nah, because it can't, like literally it couldn't because it's paper.
Okay, so if your car was seen inside the pavilion and it was identified as not having any temporary tag, it's because they just didn't see it up in the window?
Oh,
Or
yeah,
did you
for
move
sure.
it into the window at some time later?
No, for sure. It was in the window the whole time. They just
Okay.
couldn't see it in the window.
Okay.
So let's talk about Kobe's house. Is it a
He
house?
stays in
apartment,
he stays in
or-
a trailer.
He stays in a trailer. Okay.
Yeah.
You know the name of the.
Look, you gotta go. I don't know, but you just gotta go on the road. Like I can't really show you.
So you said how far is it from the Busy Bee? The one that you're.
KOBIE house. No, the dude, the other small, like the other bigger dude, heavy set dude. His house is like 4 minutes from the Busy Bee.
Okay.
But the KOBIE house is all the way on the other side of town from the Busy Bee.
Gotcha. Like how far?
Like probably like 20 minutes.
Okay.
Adam has indicated that he has met and is familiar with KOBIE. Tell me about that.
I don't say he was going KOBIE.
Does that surprise you?
Hell yeah.
At least somewhat. Now, if I could be mistaken on that, my understanding is Adam had some familiarity with KOBIE.
He probably
How, I don't know. Maybe he just heard a name, or I don't know. But
he had to hear the name of something.
so you're telling me, to your knowledge, Adam has never seen or talked to or been in the presence of KOBIE?
Not that I know of.
Have you ever brought KOBIE over to Adam's house?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Have you ever been to a party with KOBIE that happened to, be the same party that Adam was at, that he noticed you guys together?
No, ma'am.
No? Okay.
But like I said though, like I don't know a lot of people though. Like ain't no telling me like if I introduced him like, you know what I'm saying? If he knew like from before.
Give me your background with Adam. How far back do you guys go? Lay out your relationship.
I mean, I ain't really know Adam like that, but like we was on some like cool shit though. But like he just like, you know what I'm saying? Like he a cool person. Like I ain't even really like want none of this to really happen to him. Like his daddy get shot no nothing. Like it was really just supposed to be like a little setup type shit. Cause like my homeboy Tony the really the one that put me on Adam like a couple of weeks ago type deal. But like we always like on some cool hanging out shit.
Who is Tony?
Anthony Angelo.
How to spell that last name?
Angelo.
Anthony Angelo?
Yes,
You
sir.
say put you on Adam. You mean
Yeah,
to
like
supply you? You mean sell
like,
to you?
yeah, like just you know what I'm saying, like put me on like a drugs type deal.
Let's go even more basic. When did you meet Adam? Give me a rough estimate.
I met Adam like a long time ago. I met Adam like before he like left for Cali type deal.
I don't even know when he left for Cali. So give me a rough, like a year. Can you tell me a year?
Nah, I mean I knew him like, but I didn't know him like that though. You know what I'm saying?
So when did you first meet him?
I met him like a long time ago,
How long ago?
probably like 2-3 years.
Okay.
And how did you meet him?
Like he was staying at Tony. He used to stay at Tony's apartment a little bit because he ain't had nowhere to stay really because his daddy and him was going through it. So then I guess Tony used to let him stay at their apartment with them on university or whatever. And like that's when I just seen him for the first time when I was smoking with Tony at their apartment like back in the day type deal.
What was your progression, your relationship with Adam? Did it ever go? Did you ever have a falling out or some problem with him or beef? Did you get irritated with him about something?
No, I never had no problem with Adam really. Like it was just supposed to be like, you know what I'm saying, like just some cool shit. Like it wasn't even like, I mean we did have a little fallout, but like it wasn't like nothing too big though.
Well, you decided to make him the victim of a lick. Why? Why him?
Nah, cause like I mean he was just easy. Like he just smaller. Like he's a smaller dude. You know what I'm saying? He hurt, so it look easy. Like you ain't got to do too much to really like get off on him. It just looks like a little clean little. You can make it clean. Cause like he stay in apartments. Like I told him boys that before. Like he stayed in the apartments, like in the enclave. So it's an easy little. You know what I'm saying? But they tried to make they made it more than what it had to be with the guns and shit like that. Like with have to shoot him, you didn't have to do that. Like look.
I understand. What were you going to get out of this?
Shoot. I just wanted a little bit of weed, like to be real.
You were ready to do this for just a little bit of weed? How much weed? So listen, you end up with 4 guys going to do this, right? There had to be some kind of understanding of how you're going to divide up whatever y'all take.
They were going to break down whatever they got, you know what I'm saying? I just told them I wanted a little bit of weed. You know
What is a little bit of weed?
Like a little quarter, like a little ounce type deal.
Who'd you communicate that to?
I didn't communicate it, we just talked about it like
Okay.
when I put up on them type deal.
So you made it known that whatever you guys come out with, that's
Yeah,
I'm gonna get a little. I'm gonna
yeah,
get
I just want a little bit of weed. Like that's what I told them straight up, and like you know what I'm saying, they was straight with that.
Okay. I get.
Other than the gas money that they gave you kind of throughout the night, did they give you anything else at the end of the night? Did they pay you? Did they give you weed? What did they give you?
Nah, they didn't really take off with the weed.
Did they give you anything?
Yes, Yes, ma'am.
What did they give you?
They gave me $60.
From Adams? Okay, they gave you $60.
Yes, ma'am.
Wait, I don't want to interrupt. You got,
I'm sorry?
you ready? You got something or?
I just have a photo of, because it's not coming up in Google Maps like at all.
Let's take a shot of whatever you do.
Yeah. Do you recognize, sorry, my computer's loading. There you go. Do you recognize this right here?
Yep.
Is that where,
If you know what I'm saying, like right here, it's like you gotta go.
sorry,
So say
you got a point again, I don't.
I need a little pen or something. I can just draw it for you. I can draw it for you. Yeah, I can draw it for you.
Is this the trailer park you're about to show us where KOBIE lives?
So it's like the entrance right here. It's like a little curve. So you come around a little curve, and then you gotta go all the way up to the front. Like to the front. Like he stayed on the first one.
The first road?
Yeah, no, like the furthest one, like to the, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Like,
furthest one,
like-
okay, farthest, okay.
so then when you go, it's like a little right you gotta take. And then it's a one right there, then there's one right there, then there's one right there. And then KOBIE, he like on the end, it's one on the end of him. And then like you can see like a little, I think his mom got like a little gray little Corolla or something like that. But like they stay like in the last one, the second to last one between. And then it's some more buildings on this side.
What color is it?
It's like a tannish.
A tannish, okay.
Like,
Is it a,
like that one back there.
you ever been inside before?
I just been outside and we smoked. It's like a little, he got to walk up on the right side.
Like
No, on the left side.
Like a handicap rail type thing, or?
Yeah, it's like a little rail you can step on. Like, say his house like right here, the railing right here. The railing right here, and you can walk inside the house.
Did we already cover what cars may be out in front?
I mean, it might be a little Kia Soul. Like when I pulled back up, it was a Kia Soul, and then I know it's a I know it wasn't his car, but the people that stayed next to him, they had like a little Challenger, I think.
What colors?
It was like, I think it was red or black.
A red, black Challenger. What about color of this Kia Soul?
It was like it's either white, but I know the Corolla was gray though.
The Corolla that was his mom?
Yeah, I know it was
And
gray.
his mom is the Tanya Fisher?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you see her at all that night, before or after?
Nah, I just seen him go inside.
Does anyone else live there with the two of them?
I don't know.
Have you ever seen anyone else there?
I ain't really been there like that. I just picked him up type there.
Has KOBIE ever been to your house?
No, ma'am. No, sir.
But you're familiar with this road? Is this the first road, or what's?
Oh yeah, I mean, cause like when you go in shit, like you gotta go all the way like to the front, and then you gotta. It's like a weird like way.
Is it a big complex?
It ain't really big.
Or-
It ain't really big, but it's a road that leads you up to like where you need to go though.
How many roads do you think is in there?
Probably like 2, 3.
So the first road, can you push this over to me? I'm sorry. So this is the first road. You would say this the second road? Is there another road attached to it?
The way his road is, like right here, it's like a little piece of the road missing. So you got to go all the way around, and then I just go all the way back. I go all the way straight, and then I turn that right, and I go all the way to the back, and it's the second to last one.
Okay. Have you ever seen like a number attached to the
Yeah, I think it say 149 on it.
149?
Yeah.
Okay.
They got like the numbers on like where you stay at.
Where is it at exactly on the?
Okay, so it's like it'll be like right there, like in the front, like it'll say like.
It's like on the same side the road is on.
Yeah, it probably say like what address it is.
Okay.
What list all the social media that you have?
Instagram.
When you set up that list, do you want to go and do the lineup?
Yeah, we will. Yeah, we won't forget that.
I got Snapchat.
And you're writing your names, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Is that the only Busy Bee that's in Lake City? Like it's
There
like
might be other ones.
That's the one that's closest to his house.
Okay.
That I seen, cause it's a little bridge right there that I seen like when I was by it.
Yeah.
And they was like, oh yeah, if you take that one's gonna take you to I-10. So I'm already knowing like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
So the Busy Bee is right
yeah, it's right by the.
Okay.
That's the only one in the area. The only one.
Gotcha.
For a good hot drive.
I never heard of Busy Bee.
Yeah, it's
one in Fort White.
No, it surprised me. It surprised me when I went there. But then I got Snapchat, I got Facebook.
Did you want theirs as well?
Yeah, I'm gonna go one by one with him. Is that all the ones you have?
Yeah.
All right, so let's start with your Instagram. That it
CC.1K.
CC.1K. Does KOBIE also have Instagram?
No, not that I know of.
Okay. Your Snapchat is Cedric
Cohen 00.
Cohen 00. Does KOBIE have Snapchat?
Not that I know of.
Hopefully good. Cedric, how about Facebook?
Yeah.
Okay, he does have Facebook. What is it? And you guys already have? Okay.
The Avenue Top.
All right, well, so my question for you is this, and maybe we'll be able to find out, but the guys, let's start with the heavyset guy that got in the car.
Can I hold the phone right quick? I could probably show you like a Facebook like I'm talking about.
For who?
For the heaviest set.
Before we get into pictures and
Yeah,
stuff, let's do
let's-
this photo lineup.
Yeah,
the
let's do
smaller
it.
dude.
Okay. We're gonna do this so we don't forget, and then we can start delving into social media.
Yeah, let's have you step
So-
out. Just for the record, Whitney's gonna step out.
Okay.
Detective Bernal is the independent administrator. She's never seen any of the photo, or any photos of the people inside this photo array.
Okay.
And you're the second or a junior?
I'm a second.
Okay. So I have your name at the top and the case report number. I'm gonna read you this. If you have any questions, let me know at the end, and then I'm gonna have you sign it that I read it to you.
Yes,
Does that
ma'am.
make sense? Okay. You will be asked to view a group of photos of individuals. The person of interest may or may not be in this photo lineup, and the photos are not in any particular order. I do not know if the suspect is included in this photo lineup or which photo it may be. You should not feel that you have to make an identification. Take as much time as you need to look at each photograph. Individuals presented in these photographs may not appear exactly as they did on the date of the incident because features such as head and facial hair are subject to change. It is just as important to exclude innocent persons from suspicion as it is to identify the suspect. The investigation will continue whether or not an identification is made. If you are able to make a positive identification, please circle the photograph and sign your name underneath the photo of the individual you have identified. Include the date and time with your signature. If you cannot make a positive identification after viewing all the photographs, you may, if you wish, inform me of any photograph that you believe most resembles the person you saw. Since this is an ongoing investigation, you should not discuss this photo lineup or the results with any other witnesses involved. Please open the folder and review the photo lineup. But before that, you're going to sign right here that I read those to you. Right, is that how you sign your name?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And the date's next to it, and I'm going to give you this folder, and you can open it up and take a look.
This one.
Put your initials. It is June 30th, 2022. So can you put the date next to your initials?
Okay.
So 6/30/22. And it's 4:05 p.m. if you'll write that as well. Alright, and we'll take that back.
I'm trying to see.
Oh. Here's the sign form, Whitney.
I don't know, but this dude right here though, I don't know if he from Lakecity. He got like the build though.
The build of who?
The
Okay.
dude, like the goatee.
So just for the record,
But who
Yeah,
is
let's
this?
describe what you're trying to.
This
Who
is
is this,
this
though?
is KOBIE.
That's cool.
So you're 100%. This is KOBIE who you circled here.
Yes,
So
sir.
what has caught your attention, just so we can know what's going through your mind right now? What's got your attention? You're trying to figure out with these other 5 photographs.
Like just the goatee, like you know what
Who
I'm
does
saying?
that look like?
The heaviest set did a little bit.
So middle bottom has got your attention because he resembles the heavyset guy that was also a part of this. Is that a yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
But I ain't really too like sure, but
Sorry, this doesn't happen often, but we don't want to skirt by it in case that might actually, by complete chance, be him. If you had to put a percentage on it, how sure are you that middle bottom picture is the heavyset guy that participated
I
in this
really
robbery?
couldn't tell. I had to see how he talked, like for real. I had to see how he sound, like how he talk, just to identify him. But If he from Lake City, then that might be him. If they in that same little group, that might be him.
But this is KOBIE, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
For sure.
All right. Thanks, bud.
But like I was saying though, like if I get on Facebook, I can show you like.
We can do that now.
So I actually tried to get on my, go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
I couldn't get on Facebook, so he's, I don't know.
I mean, I can get on Facebook. The only thing is, like, who?
You got to go to KOBIE page, and then it's somebody called.
What is KOBIE's name?
Avenue Top.
Can you spell it? So I just want to do it for the record.
Yes, ma'am. AVENUETOP.
Okay.
Say that again.
AVENUETOP.
Is there any significance to that name, Avenue Top?
He's just like young boy.
For the record, it's no longer on Facebook.
It's not, he took it down?
Yes.
What were you gonna say though? Something about you wanted to look on someone's page.
I mean, it's a name. It's like post office. It's
And
a
who
post
is that?
office. I think that might be one of them.
Which one?
I did it for
You did already, oh, fantastic, okay, good.
Which one do you think post office is?
Either the heavy set or the small one.
Do you know why do you think it's one of theirs?
Because I remember like me asking who post office was, and he said it was
You asked who that?
KOBIE.
Why did you ask him that?
Because like on Facebook, I be seeing that name all the time, and I was just trying to see who it was type
Can you
there.
tell me how it's spelled?
It was like it's saying like POST, and then like I think it was like it had some weird lettering in it though. Like that's why I needed to be on his page just to see it.
But it was one of his friends that he tagged them a lot.
Yeah, they used to talk a lot.
Like, but you would see it on his page, post office. It's like another page.
You could you could see like when the name like if his name would have popped up, you could see like post office like and it's like in KOBIE friends list. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of them boys that he really be with like.
So you spent some time, you looked through KOBIE's page at various times.
Yeah,
right?
because me and
Okay, so have you, as you sit here right now, do you think you've ever seen a photo of either the heavyset guy or the skinny lanky guy anywhere on KOBIE's page?
But the heaviest set dude, he run Lake City though, like he's like one of the head, like you know what I'm saying?
The heavyset dude said he runs Lake City, or you come to learn that?
He said that.
What exactly did he say?
Like he one of the heavy, like he one of the big like dogs, like a Lake City type there.
When did he tell you that?
Like when I picked him up, like when KOBIE.
Do you know why he told you that?
Nah, me and KOBIE was talking like, and he was like that's what I'm saying. I know the name, but I can't remember it, cause like, but he was just telling me like stuff about him though, like about like what he is like and how he know like KOBIE and them and like what he is like with the gang and stuff like that.
Did you get an idea of who KOBIE is closer with between the skinny guy and the
Definitely the big one.
Definitely the heavyset guy?
Yeah.
And what did you see or hear that gave you that idea?
They just locked in more, like you know what I'm saying? Like you could tell like they were closer from like him and the skinny dude, cause like the skinny dude wasn't really talking much, but the bigger dude, like him and KOBIE was like interacting a little bit more than like.
Do you know why the heavyset dude or the skinny dude were chosen to be a part of this lick?
Not at all. KOBIE just he just told me to go get them.
So how did you become a part of this lick? How did you become the person that would pick the victim for this lick?
Because he just asked me like if I knew anybody, and like I was like, yeah, I know some people that sell coke and stuff like that, but I ain't know there was like all three of them was coming though. I knew KOBIE was trying to lick somebody though.
All right, so you and KOBIE had been talking about doing a lick.
Yeah.
And he begins asking you if you got any victims that you know. So you were ready to do a lick.
Yeah.
Now, you said you didn't know it was going to be as violent as it was.
Yeah,
but you were ready to do a lick.
Cause I mean, like I don't want to tell him or something or nothing, but like I done like took little things here and there, but like never like no gun robbery. Like I don't even own no gun. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never had no gun. I ain't never needed to use my gun. Like I done took like little weed and shit before, like from people, but like I ain't never like took it like all the way like serious like that though.
Who do you live with?
My parents, my mom and dad,
Just
my
three of you?
stepdad, and my little brother.
And you said just the three of you, and oh, I'm sorry, and your little brother, and then you all live in Hale?
Yes, sir.
All right, how old's your brother?
Like 18.
Did he have any idea what you did that night? No?
Nobody knew. I wasn't even home.
So you mentioned.
Go ahead.
So you mentioned several names to us the first night I met you, right? I'm gonna call them out to you. You had Robert McClendon, Perry Sylvester.
Yeah, those are all school friends. Like they didn't have nothing.
They're Purnell.
Yeah, but you saw them at the pavilion. You said you were hanging out with them right after you got back to Lake City.
But I didn't.
I'm not saying they're in it whatsoever. I'm just asking this question. Do they happen to know the other two subjects?
No, they don't.
Okay.
I just put up on after all that happened.
Okay.
And before I forget something that I thought of, do you think that KOBIE's ever done something like this before? Does he do this a lot?
The way they was talking, yeah.
Do all three of them act like they've done this before?
Yeah, they said they done.
Do you know if any of them have been arrested?
I know KOBIE been arrested.
How do you know that?
Because he got a mug shot.
Okay. Well, how long ago was he arrested?
I couldn't really tell you.
Do you know what it was for?
I think gun charge or something like that.
Okay.
I don't really know.
Do you know if the other two have been arrested? Like, did they mention it, brag about it?
I mean, the way they was talking and shit, yeah, I think so.
Okay. What did they say that would
I mean, look, the heavier set dude, he was about the same size like as KOBIE, but like he was just a little heavier.
Okay.
But they were about the same height, and he just had on different clothing.
Yeah.
But
What did he say?
I mean, like the way they was talking, like, you know what I'm saying, just like cause what they do, the way they talking like they've been robbing and shit like that, like they've been in the Ville doing shit like that. So
They've been in Gainesville doing robberies?
yeah, they said they did one in Gainesville before.
How long ago?
A little minute, like
What does that mean?
they said they had shot somebody. They had one in somebody's somebody's apartment out east, I guess, whatever. And like it had went wrong because like KOBIE had kicked the door in, whatever, and like that. And he thought somebody was at the door like a controller with a controller, but he thought it was a gun, like with a laser on it. And so then like they had ran, but like they say like somebody had shot inside the apartment, dude. But like
Who shot inside the apartment?
I think KOBIE or like one of the people did that they was robbing, but they never told me like what all went down over that scenario.
Did they say what apartment complex?
They just said on the east.
How long ago did this
A
happen?
little minute ago.
What is a little minute to you?
Couple months.
A couple months ago. They're saying that they tried to do a robbery at an apartment complex
Yes, ma'am.
and they shot into the apartment.
Nah, he kicked the door. Like he was kicking the door in. Like.
Okay. Did he actually kick the door in? Did they get anything?
Nah, they said they didn't take off nothing because like they were scared. Like they thought somebody had a gun inside the apartment, but they didn't never go inside.
What were they trying to get?
Get some money and weed.
Okay.
Did they tell you who the victim was, or they knew the victim, or why they picked that victim? No. Did you ask them? Hey, who was this? Who'd you do?
Nah, I ain't never asked them because like I ain't want to like make it seem like crazy or nothing, like because it was old. Like they saying like it was an old something that happened, but.
Did they talk about any other robberies or any other things they've done together?
Nah, they was just trying to see who the other dude was, trying to get
The
him.
one they sent you a picture of? What was his name?
John something. I don't know really. It's in my phone though.
But it should still be there, or he unsent it?
I don't know what he unsent now.
Did you save the picture or anything?
I mean, Facebook. I thought it just saved like, cause it's in messages.
Okay, so it should be there.
Yeah.
Okay.
If my phone didn't delete the messages, and his phone didn't delete the messages, it should be there.
Okay. And you didn't know that guy?
No, man. I did not know the dude in Gainesville. They was trying to get me to set him up on some tight shit too, but I was like, nah.
He was a light skinned male. He's like a black male.
Yeah, it's a light skinned dude. They was trying to get me to set him up too, but like I was like, nah, he looked like he got. Nah, it's just the people he hang around, like type
like
deal. Like, dude, if you look, cause I looked at the dude's Facebook. So if you look at the dude's Facebook, you can like, you know what I'm saying, you can see like who people hang around and shit like that. And like from what he like dude hang around, like light skinned dude, I could tell like, nah.
Anyone that you can think of? Do you remember that guy's Facebook name?
Yeah, it should be on my phone. If you
like that you searched it?
Yeah. If you look at my phone, you can see like the name.
You looked it up and you looked.
Yeah, I searched him up myself.
Did KOBIE send you his full name?
Yeah, KOBIE sent me the Facebook page.
Oh, that's so you see like the link.
Yeah, that's why I like.
Okay.
All right, so look, I want to ask you. I want to go back to what you said you did after the robbery, and I guess specifically when you come back from Lake City and you go into the pavilion.
Yes, sir.
There's reason to believe that you left the pavilion in a different car and then with 3 other individuals, and then came back. And I'm not saying you did anything illegal when you left.
Yeah, me, Perry, and Robert, like, we just want to get blunts to smoke. Like, that's all it was.
So when we walk through this timeline, though, we got it. So now correct the timeline, because what I heard you say.
This was like after like all that happened. Like, I was already parked and shit, and like y'all wasn't out there before, but like by the time like we had came back and shit, y'all was already like y'all still weren't out there. But by the time I laid down and stuff, and like I just got nothing eating and like smoking and shit, y'all was outside.
Whose white car did you leave the pavilion?
No, I didn't leave in no white car.
You didn't?
No.
So y'all was going to get blunts though, right?
Yeah, we left in his girlfriend's car. It was a black Malibu.
Okay.
Whose girlfriend?
Period. Not Robert's girlfriend.
You know her name?
Ariana.
So if anybody saw you and 3 other individuals leaving a white car, you're telling me they just got it wrong?
I did not leave in no white car.
I'm not saying you did.
Yeah.
They got it wrong.
There was no white car.
Yeah, I talked to the.
Okay, all right.
There was no white car. I was in a black
Hey, that's
car.
why we do this. I got it. So sometimes they get it wrong.
Yeah.
It can be an innocent mistake.
I feel that. Yeah, I was in a black Malibu though.
Okay.
This was the same night though.
Yeah, we didn't go all the way down the road. We had ended up turning around because all the stores was closed. It's about
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Typically, we get one shot at this. We want to make sure we don't forget any questions.
Yes, sir.
Was it, when you talked about post office, was that the only word in the name, or was it like post office and like a last name?
I think it was like it was
Like that was his whole name?
yeah, post office, but it was like some different letters in the name.
Was it one word though? Was it all together?
I think the C was an X.
I didn't write down a clothing description of KOBIE. Did I just forget, or did we not get it?
Oh no, I could give you a closing description.
Yeah, so,
never gave it to
okay,
us.
so let's go back, because I know I'm looking back at my notes, and you described everything you remember about.
He had on.
About KOBIE.
Yes, sir.
Walk me through.
KOBIE had on some gray shorts with like some white socks and some slides, and then he had on a jacket with a beanie on with like a little head mask. He had a mask on, but he didn't have it over his face yet. So he had it like over his head.
Let's start with the shorts. Do you remember anything other than the fact that they were gray? Any designs on them? Any other colors on them?
did, but
Looks like it's from.
Just take it one by one.
Yeah,
KOBIE's gray shorts.
He had some regular gray shorts on. Like,
Do you remember any writing on them? Any other colors on them? Any designs on them?
No, sir.
Like gym shorts?
I think he had on like camo. Like he had on like some. Yeah, he had on like some gym shorts, like gray.
Gray
That
gym
like
shorts.
went down to the like kneecaps right there. But then that's the one.
Is that it?
how do you know that's the one?
That's the one.
How do you know that?
Because
What
this
is
one.
it? What's the
Under
name?
preservation. It's post and then office, but the C's an X and there's no
That's the
profile.
one. That's the
Preserve
one.
that. Why is that the one?
Because I know for sure, like, KOBIE.
Like, does any of that? Did you see any of that the last time you looked?
Kobe's a rapper,
Okay.
and he has several videos on YouTube.
Okay.
I mean, having to show him the videos.
Yeah.
I just don't have his name on Facebook yet. I mean,
Well,
on
we can
YouTube.
always adjourn and revisit this when we can get those.
I'm just thinking of the things I'm thinking of. That
Trying
need
my
to be
phone
done
doesn't
before.
have it.
Let me see the pictures of this dude. Because they started, like,
My phone doesn't have service. Your phone have service? I'm trying to call Lindsay.
okay. So no, that's not him. But if you could find out whatever La.wayy name is.
Probably gone.
That's fine.
But this definitely the post office that I'll be seeing though. Like for KOBIE page, this is the post office.
Can you show me what you're looking at? Yeah.
Yes, sir. The post office right
I'll
there.
send you a screenshot of that so you have it.
So you think that is the big dude's Facebook?
Yes, sir. One of them.
The heavyset dude?
Yes, sir. But you could tell, like, you could just tell, cause like I could tell you, like the big dude. This him.
We got a picture?
This him. For sure. This him. That's him.
That's the big dude.
Yes.
What about him? Do you?
That's him. I could tell the face.
Okay.
face.
What about his face? Talk to me.
Like the way he looked, like the way he smiled and shit. I could tell that's him.
Okay.
Can you get your camera to see that?
And he was talking about Baker, and Baker's the high school he went to.
Detective.
Wait, who was talking
do you
about
have
Baker?
This is Colonel.
Remember I told you he was talking about Baker?
I heard you say Baldwin earlier.
Yeah, I meant Baker though.
You meant Baker.
Yeah, Baker's Cause Jacksonville.
Sure. So I just want to make sure I'm clear. Are you
I
saying,
think she has another detective.
are you saying that previously when you were using the word Baldwin, you were
Yeah, I mean,
mistaken and you
yeah.
meant to be saying Baker?
Baker, cause they got friends in Baker County and shit
Baker
like
County.
that. Yes.
You say, now when you say they, do you mean, are you remembering
All
both
three
of
of
them
them
talking about
All
it?
three of them. They all like they got a gang. They got a
Okay.
gang like
In
they're all
Baker County.
connected.
He's gonna send me a screenshot.
That's definitely him though. I
Alright.
think he cut his hair, whatever. But
Alright.
I think that's him for sure.
Cedric said every other time when he was talking about Baldwin, he meant to say Baker.
Yes, Baker, because Baker County is close to Jacksonville. Exactly.
Well, they're both close, but yeah.
But
They're
yeah,
both close.
yeah. I know Baker's like red, black, and white, ain't they?
Okay.
I was just trying to get.
But that's him. That's him for sure though.
Where'd it go? So this is the name of his Facebook. Are you sure this is working?
It is, it's just going to.
While we're looking at this,
I can go
walk me
right
through
with-
the rest that Kobe was wearing. You said gray shorts, you said white socks, describe the slides.
He had on like black slides.
Just black, any other designs or
Yeah, I
colors?
think they might have been Nike or some brand,
Yeah.
but I can't really tell. I wasn't really paying attention to like what he had on.
Shirt.
I think he had on a jacket. It was like a camo jacket over his shirt.
Camo? Like green camo? Like
Yeah,
army
like
camo?
a camo, like you go in the woods type
Yeah.
camo. But can I
Would
show
you ask
you?
her to send
Can I get
this?
on the page right quick? I just need to see a picture.
What color
I
mask?
asked her to send
Your thing.
the name, his other name, but it's fine. I think,
That,
Because you were saying if we develop more and come back to show him, we can
yeah,
set that up.
yeah, that's him though. That's him.
Who's him? That's him? Okay.
Yeah, that's him. I can tell by the face.
Can you show me the, I still haven't seen the picture you're looking at. You have to hold it?
Yes, sir.
So this is the heavyset guy.
Yes, sir.
You're 100% sure this picture I'm looking at is the heavyset guy that participated in the robbery with you?
Yes, sir. I don't know if he had dreads
You
or I
already
think
get
he
that.
had a cut, but I know he had a
what's his
ski
name on
mask
here?
on.
So on here it says William Rowe.
I'm preserving it now.
And I'm pretty sure he was probably in KOBIE's like same look. If KOBIE deleted Facebook, whatever, he was probably the same. Like he probably on KOBIE follower page too. But when I seen Baker though, I knew it was.
Because you said you mentioned Baldwin or you
Yeah,
meant Baker
yeah.
during those times. Okay.
So this is just somebody who had commented on that same photo you showed us of William Rowe? That's not the skinny dude that participated, is it? No? Okay.
It looked like it could have been the other dude in this picture though. Let me see.
Yeah, I would love for you to go through that Facebook page and see if you find the skinny dude anywhere on that Facebook page.
He had a haircut though. Like I know he ain't had no dreads.
The skinny guy?
Yeah, he had a haircut. So that'd probably be like a little bit harder.
You going through all the photos to see if you see him?
Yes, sir.
Take your time. Okay.
And preserve those two. Both of them.
What was the
Post
second one?
office?
No, then, I don't know that one there.
Yeah, this ain't
I
him.
gotta find it out here to.
What's not him, just so we know what you're talking about.
This Avon Antonio Lee.
Okay.
Yeah, this ain't him. I think.
Go back to the other page though where you saw the heavyset guy. Go to his page, look at his photos and see if you see the skinny guy in there.
This one says a name on it.
Oh, will you read that name? So what does it say,
So
Travis?
post office with POSTOFFIXE says Travis Barkley.
Travis Barkley?
What's it? Let me see.
I'm about to pull his, trying to pull a name, no, Facebook up, but.
He's sending me all kinds of stuff that I'm guessing you talked about with her just now.
I asked her for one thing.
I have a YouTube video and a.
Yes, YouTube video, that's what I needed.
What do you want from that? You wanna play it for her?
Yeah, cause Kobe's a rapper and I would
Maybe
assume he
someone's
would hang out with
Okay.
those people.
But
Yeah,
let's look at that one.
they got a little.
Yeah.
really know if I'm gonna be able to find the other dude, but I know this the big dude for sure.
Well,
I'm actually coming out here tomorrow with a mobile notary so that my client can sign the power of attorney. I can spend some more time and let him flip through my phone.
that would be great. I want you definitely to have looked at every photo that the person, William Rowe, who you've identified as a heavy-set guy that participated in this robbery. I want you to have looked at every single photo on his Facebook just to make sure
I
that
know that's him.
No. Now we're talking about the skinny guy.
Yeah.
I want you to have looked at every photo on the heavyset guy's page to tell us whether you ever saw the skinny guy photo on his page.
If you're gonna use Facebook tomorrow, let's watch this video and see if you see either of them.
You wanna do it on here instead, or? Turn the bright on and do
I'll
stuff.
follow up with you about that tomorrow.
Who's that?
I don't know.
Okay. Let me know if you recognize anyone, okay?
This is the post office.
That's post office.
Yeah.
Back up.
Back where?
Hold on. He was right. I think he was right here too. Right there.
Who?
Found him.
The skinny guy?
The
Can I
big
see?
dude.
Oh, the big
Right
one.
there. He had dreads.
That's the same big
found the
guy?
skinny guy?
No, he's just the heavy set guy.
The heavyset guy. I found him.
He's right here. That's the guy that you showed me the Facebook of?
Skinny
Yes,
Can you do a
guy.
screenshot of that real quick?
Was the skinny guy light skin or dark skin?
He was dark skinned.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, let's hold on, because I think they're about
Yeah,
to
I'll
say
do a
that
photo
they
around
found.
it.
Yeah.
That's him again?
Yeah, that's the big dude for sure. I can tell the way yeah.
So in this video, you've now seen the skinny dude and the big dude?
I seen the big dude.
Oh, just the big dude. Okay.
I'm trying to see if I see the skinny dude. He
I'm
had
trying
like,
to pause it on his face.
That's
him?
They all got cuts now. Yeah, that's him though. They all like the skinny dude, like the big dude. He cut his hair off, I think, or he might have his dreads. Hold on, go back. I think I seen his face. I ain't trying to get nobody else in trouble but
I can send this to your attorney as well, and you guys can go through it slowly tomorrow.
no, I don't think he in the video.
Is KOBIE in here?
I don't think so. But yeah, I don't know that.
Yeah.
But I know that the one dude for sure.
So, I said we hold back
So-
possibly a photo line.
Yeah, no worries. Who's post office? Which one's post office?
Oh no, I just see him on KOBIE page a lot.
Okay. You think that post office is who exactly?
I think it's either the skinny one. I think it's the skinny one.
Okay.
You think post office might be the skinny one?
Yeah. Cause I don't know, but like I know KOBIE and like post office, like yeah.
Okay.
Can I see a
I mean, it
picture
takes
of him?
me like 15 minutes to
Here
do one.
is a friends list.
It takes like 15 minutes to do a
Hey,
photo.
dude, you want to scroll through that, see if you recognize any thumbnails?
And she hasn't seen the photo, so we can. You work tomorrow or no?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'd like to do it. Let's do it formally. Let's do it the right way. Let's do it in a photo line because we're going to be coming back anyway.
Yeah.
So, okay.
No
I just
worries.
gave him my phone to scroll through the friends list to look at the thumbnail photos to see if anything jogs his memory.
Okay. Is there anything else we want to cover today, Whitney and Virginia? No?
Oh, I'm sorry, no.
Yeah, okay, so let's do this then, Cedric. Is there anything, just a broad-based question, is there anything that you've thought of just recently or that maybe you've thought about all along you think's important, we just haven't asked you?
Nah, just like the neighborhood I dropped the dude off in. I know he stayed out there.
No, you said, don't say he's now.
I know the skinny dude stayed out there in the neighborhood, and then the big dude, I know that's him for sure on that phone.
Okay.
Like the picture, like the way he is, he's the only heaviest set like dude in the group like that, other than KOBIE. And KOBIE not even really heavy set. So he was like my size and like, yeah, I know that's him for sure.
Okay.
But he just had a ski mask on. I don't know if he had a dreads. I don't know if he cut the dreads. But I know he had a ski mask on, a black ski. And he was big, and that's him for sure. Just
So-
the facial, like,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying?
I do want to, you got something?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I gave you my card, but it only has my desk number on there because I don't know, let me write my.
So while she's doing that, one thing I've thought about and I haven't asked is, all right, so just thinking kind of how I would expect this to go down after you guys have all done a home invasion robbery with guns that wound up with somebody getting pistol whipped and actually actually shooting somebody, right? Like you all know, if y'all get caught, it's a lot of time. So it seems to me like there's going to be some talk about what we're doing, what we're not doing. You better not say anything. Did anybody say anything to you about keeping your mouth shut, not talking to anybody, anything like that? Is there any talk about what we are going to say, what we're not going to say, what we're going to do or not going to do?
Nah, he was just talking about like what they were gonna do like, when they went in. Like he was just talking about the plan.
But I'm talking afterwards. Now the plan.
Nah, they just like split up and like they was just like be safe.
So nobody said anything to you about it. You gonna say anything? Say anything? You gonna keep your mouth shut? Not gonna talk to this person? Okay. Did you end up getting your weed? So you're telling me you just did that whole thing and you didn't get a single thing out of it?
Nah, I just got like $60, but like that was it.
Who gave you? Tell me that. Is there already coming out?
There you go.
Okay, never mind.
Who actually gave it to you?
Looking up football routes.
Yeah, I don't remember that either.
Well, that was from the money that they took out of the apartment.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
How did this 60? Did you say I want 60 or they just said, here,
Like,
this is what you get?
he just gave it to me like type of only and they got off that much, so he just.
Did they leave anything in your car, any clothing or that you noticed that you took out of, or any money, any drugs, anything that they left behind when they got out of your car?
Nah, but. Nah, no ma'am.
And nobody was wearing gloves, right? Right?
So if you look for fingerprints in my car, you should see fingerprints.
So you told us where all of them were sitting in your car.
The heaviest set dude was sitting behind KOBIE. The skinny dude was sitting behind me, and KOBIE was sitting in the front seat.
Were each of them the last ones to sit in those seats before we took possession of your car?
Yes, sir.
I don't know everything. We'll probably come. There is reason to come back, obviously.
We may have some other.
Yeah.
His mom, I didn't want to mention, his mom wanted to take his phone after we were complete with it. Did she have the right in the document, like saying like it's okay to give it notarized wise, or?
Yeah,
I'll leave
that's
it up to
fine.
you.
Have you gotten everything
The
off?
phone's in her name, so the phone
Is
is
her
in
name?
I think
Okay,
the
it's her
question
name.
was the car, whether your mom could take possession.
And
of
I
it.
told
Yeah,
her
I get
already
that squared
about,
away.
yeah.
I get that.
But I just want to help y'all like get to the moment. I didn't really know all this was going to go down like that.
Okay.
Yes,
I think we're all set.
we appreciate everything.
Yes, ma'am.
Thanks, Cedric. Obviously, if you think of anything else, write anything down so you can tell your attorney and get it to us. Okay?
Yes.
Fam, if you still with me, you just heard why from Cedric, the alleged gang, the perpetrators, allegedly, and what they got. Now, you also heard Sid really identify just one person by his football high school picture. And he was the one that he deemed the shooter, which was strange because he can't witness him being the shooter if he wasn't in the home when it all went down. He was 23 years old, KOBIE Trevellis Jermaine Archer. And on the last week of July 2024, he was sentenced. But before I tell you what he was sentenced to, I want you guys to check out his interrogation while incarcerated.
Yep. Alright, so listen, before we start, Desiree, I'm gonna keep you, Whitney, you, you got some heavy charges, you already warrant. So now, we've been trying to find you, but we couldn't locate you, but that's also because we're up in Gainesville, you know?
We all know.
So the only way we really could get you is we got this warrant out for the information we got. So that's why they picked you up, okay? So here's the situation, she's gonna read you your rights, you know, and you know how that story goes, because we've all seen it. I don't know if you've been arrested before. It is heavy charges, right? I heard him talking to you.
Yes.
But that's why we need to talk to you. Because right now, we only know a little bit. So that's why we need to
Okay,
pick.
so the charge is not like.
No, the charge is there, but, I mean, here, listen, the charge is there because what we have so far, enough for us to put out a warrant for you and say like, hey, we have reason to believe you might have done this. But we also are aware that like all we know is what somebody has told us, and we need to talk to you, and this is your chance. Like this is literally, we have driven up here, we woke up early in the morning. I'm off today and I came here because I'm like, I'm gonna talk to him. These charges are pretty serious, and it's a big thing to put on someone, and then like just be like, okay, have him brought down to Alachua, we don't really care. It's not, you know what I mean? Like I think that's a lot. This is my way to say is like, when I'm gonna read somebody Miranda is because I'm gonna ask you some serious questions about a serious charge, and you need to be read your rights and make that decision. But at the end of the day, me truly, I'd rather talk to you about it now than go through the whole rigmarole and have you locked up over in Alachua and get all that going. So I'm gonna give you that chance. So she's gonna read them to you, and then we can see where we'll go from there. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can will be held against you in the court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer having present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any question if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. You understand these rights have I explained to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And you good? You wanna talk a little bit at least and see where we're going with this? Okay. So I didn't bring my notebook. You wanna take some notes? The most
Yes.
important to start off with is just make sure we have all your info correct, okay? Because it's possible you get out of here or when they transport you, because the charges are out of luck, so they have to physically move you, okay? But it's possible they just let you go. If that's the case, I need to be able to get a hold of you, so I don't do this all over again, you know what I mean? So, correct spelling of your name with middle name.
KOBIE, KOBIE, and then Trevellis, TREBULLES, and then Archer, ARCHER.
What's your date of birth?
10. Well, I studied.
No, it's
You're
fine.
okay.
I studied 2 minutes.
That's all right.
10/19/2000.
And your address?
149 Southeast Sprague Court.
How you spell?
SPRIG.
You said court?
Yes,
And
ma'am.
what city is that?
Lake City, Florida.
And I'm not from Lake City. What's the zip code?
32025.
And can I get your phone number?
904-802-4030.
And who's that with? Is that AT&T, Verizon?
That's my mom's phone. I don't have a phone, so.
You don't have your own phone?
Yes.
So we gotta get a hold of you, we just call mom.
Yes,
Well,
ma'am.
can I get your mama's name?
Tanya Fisher.
Is it T-O-N or T-A-N?
TONY.
And you said Fisher, like just
Yes,
Fisher?
ma'am. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
And she lives with you at 149 SE Spring, Spring Court? Okay.
Yes,
Are
ma'am.
you working?
Well, I was, but I probably don't have a job now.
Well, you don't know, like, you know, it does sound pretty daunting, but let's see how this goes, okay?
Can I ask where you work?
Pilgrim's Bride.
Pilgrims?
Yes,
Is that
ma'am.
a grocery store?
I don't
No,
know.
it's like a chicken plant down here.
Chicken, like you.
Like a chicken restaurant?
No, like we like kill
Live
chickens
chicken.
and then like.
Oh, so we have you to thank for the chicken, basically.
For real? Pilgrim's Pride, I feel like, do they sell local too? Cause I feel like I've seen that, okay. Do they let you take chicken home?
No, ma'am, I don't
Get
think so.
the, you don't even get like a perk?
No, ma'am.
Cause you know at Publix they probably.
Well, it sounds like you might make some good money though, because if you kill
Let me
a
ask you
live
something. Hold on, this
chicken.
is a real question. Do you really just grab it by the neck and spin it?
Well, like it's like a machine, like some departments they'll like kill them, and then some departments plug them, like
So what do you do?
box them up.
Oh, so, okay, so when it comes to you, it's already been plugged and everything? Oh,
Oh, okay.
okay. But that's probably better. I mean, I would not wanna kill a chicken.
Yeah.
I don't even like cutting the bones. Alright, I'm getting off topic, but I really don't like even cutting the bones, like, cause you know you buy like a whole chicken and you gotta cut it yourself and then they be cracking.
Right.
Some people don't care. I care. Okay, so you work there. Does mom work there?
No, ma'am.
Where's mom work at?
She disabled. She don't have a job.
She don't work. Okay, so she get checks.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and you have a car?
No, ma'am.
Okay, does your mom have a car?
My sister does.
Okay, does your sister live there too?
Yes.
Can we get your sister's name?
Yes, ma'am. Jamisha Walls.
Can you spell that for me?
JAMISHA. And then Walls, WALLS.
And what's her date of birth? Do you remember?
July 31st, 1996.
So she's a little sister, but she got a car, and she work.
No, she's the oldest.
She's older than you. Sorry, my math is off. And she got a car.
Yes, ma'am.
What kind of car?
A gray Camry.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Is that what you were driving yesterday?
No. Currently, I got a job with my girlfriend's car.
That's always the case.
Can I ask what's your girlfriend's name?
Kirsten.
Kirsten? Okay. And what kind of car she got?
A Buick 2008.
Okay.
What color is it?
Not gray, but brown.
Is it registered to her?
It's her mom's name. Well, it's her
Oh,
mom.
like her mom gave it to her, like type thing. Gotcha. Okay.
And your girl live with you? Or is this kind of
Well,
like
I stay with my girl, Brantford, but like I be back and forth from mom's house to her house,
and it's like a new girlfriend or like a long-term
like
girlfriend?
a long-term girlfriend.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
But like you on?
No.
Really? You're
I mean, he
committed,
said he
man?
stays most. Can I get her address then? You know it?
No, man. Well,
You said it's in Bronx, though.
no, Brantford, Florida.
Brantford.
Like it's like going straight.
Oh, like
into,
start.
Have you ever looked at her driver's license? Is her driver's license address, her address, is it correct?
Yes, ma'am.
It is?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Kirsten Hughes, is it Kirsten?
Yes, ma'am.
I love that name.
I don't, because it confuses me, because it's
I'd
like
be like,
Kristen.
I think it's Kirsten.
It's,
but it's Kirsten.
I've known more Kristens in my life, so I always look at it and like think it's Kristen.
But Kirsten
But
sounds
it's
like
Kirsten.
so much like.
But I seen it, does she go by Kirsten?
Yes, ma'am.
Here, like, you see now that's different. I wouldn't know. I would expect it to be like.
I would say Kirsten.
And you'd be wrong.
I'd be all wrong.
Yeah. Alright, so we got that information. Oh, what's the email address? Do you have one that you use?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what's that?
Avenue Top 20@gmail.com.
Avenue?
Top.
Top. Can you spell Avenue for me?
AVENUE.
Hold it. Okay. AVENUE or U?
AVENUE. Avenue, like the
Like the regular spelling.
I suck at spelling, so.
Yeah, that's
bear
a
with
problem
me.
for her.
Avenue Top at.
Avenue Top 20@gmail.com.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. You play baseball?
No.
You don't play sports?
Football. Like I was in college like a year ago, but then I had to come back and help my mama with the bills and stuff.
Where were you in college at?
Texas.
Stop a second. You were at like University of Texas?
No, man.
Okay.
I was about to get
Division
excited.
II school.
Okay, but that's still football.
Did
Yes,
you
ma'am.
go? You said you go?
Yes, man. Jugo.
Which one?
NAU, North American University.
No.
It's in Houston.
Oh, okay.
So you lived in Houston for how long?
Like a year and a half.
Was it fun?
Yes,
Well, now, were you with Kirsten?
Yes, ma'am.
Stop it.
That's
You know I find it hard to believe when it's a young guy that's long-term with a girl. Now, I'm not gonna ask you personal questions about me. Okay, but that's good, okay. Alright, so you're a football player, what do you play?
linebacker.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
alright. And you had to leave, but you could always go back.
Yes, ma'am. Like if I could, I would.
But are you training? Because I know that's the kind of sport you gotta stay on there.
No,
Well, you
ma'am.
can't, okay, well, I'm not gonna lecture you. You know, sometimes I find myself lecturing people, but okay. Let me ask you a question. And can I call you KOBIE? Is that okay?
Yes,
KOBIE, when you heard about this, and this guy, this old man talking to you, do you know, like, what we're talking about, or do I need to get up in it? Because
You have to get up in it because when the judge told me this charge, like it just blew my mind.
Okay.
Because I don't even know nothing about this.
Okay. Give me the exact date, because you know I'm really bad with dates.
June 27th.
June 27th, so we're talking like 2.5 weeks ago, okay? 2.5 weeks ago. Cedric, you know Cedric, do we need to get it? Cedric, your friend.
Well, I heard of him, like it's a long story behind him, like, but I don't like bro.
I
Okay,
can show you a picture.
yeah, do you need to see a picture, or you know?
No, ma'am.
We know who you're talking
You
about.
know Cedric? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
But we seen, because I'm not gonna try and BS you, this is stupid, like, I just need to kind of get to it, and then that way we can get you moved on, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
But the thing is that I wouldn't be here, and this paper, and this would not be happening if we didn't have like some solid information that you were around in this thing. So the thing is, I'm gonna be real with you, is like, I already kind of have a good idea of what happened, but I need to make sure, and that's why I talked to you, because I'm not gonna sit here and say you did something you didn't do. But I know, at the very least, I know where you were at. So I know you were in Gainesville that day, because I know, you know what I mean? So like, and I know you were with Cedric, so I just wanna get that out of the, you know. There's certain things that you and I are gonna agree upon right off the bat. I want the first thing that we agree upon right off the bat, as long as we agree, is that you were with Cedric that night, and he had picked you up from your mom's in his Infinity. That he just got this like kind of new Infinity. You remember that?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so
No, ma'am, because I haven't been engaged in a long time. Currently, that day, like I was at my girlfriend's house in Brantford.
how do you remember being at your girlfriend's house in Brantford on June 27th? Well, I'm gonna be real with you about one thing. I have no freaking clue where I was on June 27th.
Well, ever since I started working at Afro, like I moved in with her, and like I've been there. And like,
So did he pick you up from your girlfriend's house then?
no, man, he never came and got me. Like I don't even know why he would even bring my name up
So it's safe to say you saying that you were not with him at all?
at all.
Okay.
I don't even know why my name would even get brought up. Like I have a good paying job, you get the water.
Yeah, well, do you know what's the... But you know Cedric. Tell us how you know Cedric.
I think like 7 months ago, my cousin called me and told me that Cedric broke in his house and robbed him.
7 months ago?
Oh, that's... I haven't heard of this before.
Where was that house at?
Archer, I think that's where he lived.
Did the police get involved?
No, Mom, I don't think so.
Can you give us your cousin's name?
Arthur Lee. And it's his cousin too, I think, by his grandma side.
So Cedric and you share a cousin?
I'm not sure, but we're all probably related somehow.
Yeah, so Archer Lee lives in...
Arthur Lee.
Arthur Lee, your last name's Archer, sorry. Arthur Lee lives in Archer. Do you know how old he is or when his birthday is?
I don't know his birthday. I think he's 20 now.
29.
No, 20.
20.
Yes,
Do you know anything else about him that would help us like find him if he's a victim of Cedric? Like a car or tattoos or a middle name?
His Arthur AJ Lee, that's his name.
Arthur, and he goes by AJ.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
What's his mom's name, you know? Or what's how y'all related?
Yeah, how you cousins?
His dad.
Through the dad. His dad is related to, is your uncle?
Yes,
And he's your mom's or your dad's brother?
mom, mom's brother.
Your mom's brother. Okay, so he should have your mom's, is it Lee? Is your mom's maiden name like?
No, ma'am, through marriage. That's how me and my cousins through marriage.
Through marriage, okay. Arthur AJ Lee lives in Archer. And Cedric, do you remember exactly when this was?
No, man, he just gave me a call and said that somebody broke into his house while he was at home, and then he already knew it was him because they left his stuff but took his roommate's stuff. So
Did you live in a trailer out there or do they live in a house?
I'm not sure where his house was. I think he just moved into it. So
Okay,
yes, ma'am.
okay. So
But that's how I knew it was Cedric, bro.
that's how you know a Cedric.
Well,
But-
of him.
So but how do you know that we're talking about the same Cedric? Because you said you didn't need to see a picture.
Yeah, let me go and
Because
show you.
the man that was talking to me, he showed me the picture of him in his holding me.
Oh, he did?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So just to be on the safe side, let me just show you.
She just wants to show you it, if you don't mind. Just so we're comfortable, because, you know, if something, there's an accusation.
Yeah, that's him.
Cedric, okay, gotcha.
And how many times have you been around Cedric?
Well, I haven't talked though, bro. Probably. Well, around the same time that he did that.
That you were in Arthur AJ's house?
You have like a time frame of when it happened? Like was it this year, last year?
Going on this year, I think it was.
Sometime in
Like late last year? Like,
Yes.
so was it like Christmas time?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
Do you have a number for him or any way that we could like connect y'all? We seen the text though, right?
yeah, I mean, yeah.
So here's the problem too, is that we seen the text between you and Cedric that night.
What text?
You wanna go into the detail?
Well, not per se text, but interaction on Facebook Messenger.
Okay. Well, I haven't had social media in a long time.
So what's your name? Let's get into what's your name on Facebook.
KOBIE Archer.
KOBIE. Okay. And just can you spell it for me?
KOBIE.
So it's like your name.
Yes, ma'am.
You don't have like a nickname as your name on Facebook.
No, because my girlfriend she's crazy. She don't want me to have no social media. So that's how our relationship been working.
Okay, but on or around June 27th.
I want to show you a picture, a video, just a screenshot, I would say. All right, because you know who you are, right? I mean, it's my first time ever meeting you. It's Dad's first time ever meeting you, so we obviously seen a picture of you before, but give me a second, it's loading.
There's some slow service up in here.
Yeah.
When did you delete your Facebook? Because we know it was up and popping on June 27th.
I ain't having it for about 3 months, 4 months. This morning. Somebody probably could have logged into it, had my stuff. So
Yeah. We'll get to the bottom of it. You know, it's important that we do. That's why it's so important that we talk to you, because I could just, you know, anybody can say anything.
Right.
All right, it's coming in like 10 seconds.
All right.
My computer don't like me today, man.
No worries. Does your mom have a firearm?
Yes, ma'am.
What type of gun she got?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Do you know where she keeps it at?
No, ma'am.
How is it that you know she's got one?
Cause that's my mom.
So she just has talked about it and you've seen it? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And you know what kind it is, or what color it is?
No. Yes, I do. I think it's black and white. I think it's black.
Black and white?
Yeah, like the top half black and the bottom like the handle white.
Is it like a
revolver?
Not a revolver. I think it's a Glock. I think.
Okay. And so the magazine goes in the bottom?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna show you one. I'm gonna show you two, but to show you one, just to start off. I know it's kind of fuzzy, but can you tell me who that is right there?
That's me. Yeah.
That's you? Okay. Let me show you one more. Give me 1 second.
And do you know where that's at? Well, the bees don't give it away. Is that that busy bee? Well, because you were there, so it's not like
What's it in Lake City?
Was it the Lake City busy bee or the one out here? Is there a Lake City busy bee?
It's a Lake City busy bee. I never been.
I think it was a Lake City busy bee. Yeah.
Okay. So give me a second.
Okay, so that's you.
When the last time you went to Bisbee?
Since I've been in Lake City, I don't even remember that picture.
Well, we know you were there on June 27th, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me one, so I want to show you one more.
So maybe that's like helping you remember.
What, I went to Lake City?
Yeah.
Alright, I know there's a few people in here, but you see that
Oh,
guy
very
in
close,
black
okay.
walking in right before you?
Yeah.
The bigger guy.
Who that looked like to you?
I'm not sure.
Well, he's with you the whole night, so just go ahead and tell us.
Because you got the car with them, I can show you that too, but it's just loading forever. Okay, I can show you one more angle if you feel like.
Let's just, well, I just kind of want to get it on with it.
Yeah, that's fine, that's fine. You
So
can
I
play.
just kind of want to get on with it. Like, you were with this guy in the car with this guy, so this is not the first time you ever seen this guy. I wouldn't believe that, ever.
The time and date is on the top right. Like we're not here to BS you, KOBIE, at all, man.
Well, I was in Lake City.
I'm pretty sure, yeah, that's what
Yeah, that's the Lake City one.
Oh.
That's not here.
Okay. Okay. Because I was just in the one here, and this looked a little different. So,
It is.
so that's you, and that's this kid, big kid. And we know his name, right?
Cedric.
Yeah.
Cedric.
Right. So now can we, I'm not gonna hold it against you. Now can we go back and at least say like you were with Cedric on June 27th because we have video footage of you with Cedric on June 27th. Like, you know, this ain't Hollywood. We didn't make it up. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna take your nodding to say that you agree with me because I don't want to put words in your mouth. You know?
Yes, ma'am.
So that's you with Cedric said on June 27th at the Disney City. I know that's true. I just want to be on the same page because if we're not on the same page, we're wasting our time. You know what I mean?
Yes.
There's no way I can help you. I have the power to make some of this go away. She has the power to make some of this go away. I'm not gonna do shit about this if I can't at least know you're being honest with me. And I will tell you that I know it takes a lot to get people to be honest about stuff because this is heavy. No joke, this is heavy charges. Okay, so now let's start over. You know Cedric, and you were with Cedric on June 27th of 2022. Because that's you on video with him at the Busy Bee in Lake City. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's okay. So now we're okay. So now we know that, okay? So we're gonna erase the fact that you said that you hadn't seen him and you didn't really know him, like you were with him. Okay, so can we tell me, now clear this up for me. He picks you up from your mom's house or he picks you up from your girlfriend's house? Because you can clear that part, because I know he picks you up.
Yeah, he just picked me up from my mom's house.
Okay.
Around.
Okay.
He got a couple of snacks from the stores, then he dropped me back off.
Okay, so we know that part's not true. We know he didn't drop you back off.
Oh.
We know it because cars have trackers, because it's complicated, but cars have like a little, you know, like airplanes, you know when an airplane crashes and they talk about the black box and they gotta get the black box and it's got, cars have like a black box too, okay?
No. He did drop me off and they said, but not my mom.
Okay. Ultimately, he does take you somewhere else, because we know where the car went. And we have video, and then there's license plate readers. There's all kinds of stuff. Like, I'm like, here's the thing. I'm not this all-powerful person. I'm just a human being. But I would not be talking to you if I didn't have a lot of information. And it might take us a minute. I don't want it to take us so long. But it might take us a minute to get down to the bottom of it. But the reality of it is, I know where you were that night. I can track you and where you were that night, okay? I can tell you how fast the car was going. I could tell you what exit y'all got off on. I can tell you all that because I'll tell you what, I'm too damn old to come sit in front of someone I don't know and look like a damn fool and not know what I'm talking about. That'd be dumb. I can't do that to myself. I have too much pride. But I also know that you're in a tough spot, okay? And I'm not trying to make you feel bad or feel dumb or feel stupid or feel cornered. I'm not about that, okay? But I do need you to feel comfortable enough to let's get through this, because right now I got 3 people that I know were involved, but it was 4, right? And so I'm just trying to get to the bottom of it, and you might actually be able to help me. So I'm trying to get you to at least admit to what happened, so we could try to find who this other person is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Like, he just picked me up from my mom's house.
Okay.
I went to a couple of stores that y'all seen, and he dropped me off at my dog house.
What couple stores did you go to?
The ones on the picture, I guess.
Well, that's only one. That's the same store.
Oh, well.
Yeah, I can't have you only admit to the stuff I show you on pictures, because we're gonna have a problem here, okay?
Cause one store, we tried to go and get some blunts and stuff, but he wasn't old enough.
Okay.
So we went to the next one, and then I got him.
Okay.
We smoked, then he went and took me home.
Okay.
Well, not to home, but to my dog.
I'm gonna tell you, I appreciate you coming off of the not knowing him thing. But I need you to come off of not being in Gainesville, because if you're gonna proceed with you holding this story that you weren't in Gainesville, I'm gonna just get up and go. And I promise you that if I get up and go, it's worse for you. It's better for you for me to be here. I don't know how else to put it for you, but it's a lot better for you that I'm still you, because I could be a solution for you. But if I walk up and leave, number one, we're not gonna get anywhere because I'm up and leaving, okay? But I will up and leave if you don't come off of the whole you weren't in Gainesville thing, because I'm still a human being. I don't like being like fully disrespected. I've been treated with nothing but it. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna give you nothing but respect because you deserve it. Okay. You're a human being, and I'm not trying to get around that. But you were telling me that Cedric never picked you up from your mom's, that you were at your girlfriend's all night, that you weren't even with him, that you don't even know him, that he robbed your cousin. And now all of a sudden, we're like, oh, okay, well, we're going to talk about how I was with him. He did pick me up from my mom's, and we did go to the store. So you got to realize I got some trust issues right now.
I understand that.
And I can understand why someone who did something bad that day would want to lie about it. I get that. But you realize I've already figured it out, or I wouldn't be here, and you wouldn't be in where you're at. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, the only reason I would be here is that he brought my name up.
Yeah.
That's what the person right there told me.
Yeah, but that person right there don't know you from Jack, okay? He don't know your story. He looked at this much of a piece of paper, and he ran through it real quick, and he walked away. I know everything. That man don't know shit, okay? So I don't care what that man said. That man's not your lawyer, and that man's just doing what he gets paid however many dollars an hour to tell you something and to be done with you, okay? I care more about what happens to you, because I'm not gonna put somebody behind bars who doesn't need to be behind bars, okay? But I know that you did something wrong that night, I know you broke the law that night, but there's more than that involved in here, okay? So that's why I'm here to talk to you, and that could be helpful. At the end of the day, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like you didn't do something wrong, you did.
What did I do?
The things you were charged with, you were involved in. You weren't involved in that?
No.
Okay.
I didn't go to Gainesville that night. We drove around Lakecity.
Where in Lake City did y'all drive around, Max?
I don't recall, but I know that we went to a couple stores to get some blunts.
Why would Cedric drive all the way up here from Gainesville, or up to Lake City from Gainesville, just to drive you around to get some blunts?
To smoke, to hang out.
Okay. So he hung out at your mom's house?
No,
Where'd you guys hang out?
just smoking and driving. Then he dropped me off.
Smoking, driving, and then he dropped you off.
Yeah, I don't know where he went.
I'm gonna give you a minute to think about it. Yeah, I have to give you a minute to think about it, because I'm gonna give you a minute to get your wits about you, because I think this is heavy. So I'm gonna give you a minute to do that, because I don't know if you're looking at this, but let's see, how many zeros have we got in here? Okay. So you need to come up with $150,000 to get out of here.
I understand.
Yeah.
And I don't have it. So
I know. That's
I don't
why-
have it either.
I don't know anybody who's got that.
Yeah.
This is not the kind of thing, like I said, I don't know how else to put it, so I'm just being blunt with you. You don't want us to walk out of here thinking that you're a liar, because that like seals the deal. I would not have driven myself all the way out here to talk to you if I didn't think there was some way we could work together. But we're not gonna work together if you won't even tell me you were in Gainesville. That's like the nitty gritty of it, okay? Like we sat down here and you straight faced told me that you weren't even with Cedric. And now you're straight faced telling
I
me.
showed me a picture, then it started coming back to me. But I never left Lakecity.
Okay. Can I, let me jump in real quick, Dad.
Yeah, sure.
So, she's my partner, right? I responded to the scene that night because I was working. It was horrible. Okay? I'm getting the vibe that you're not a bad person. Getting the vibe that you care about people, right? You care about your mom, you care about Kirsten, right? I'm saying her name right. Kirsten, god damn. You care about her, right? I'm sure you even care about her mom. She let her use her car, right? So I don't think you're a bad person. I think you did a horrible thing that night, but you probably felt like you didn't have a choice, right? You felt like you had to do it, right? So it's a guy suffering right now in the hospital, man.
And I'm sorry for that.
Suffering. And it sucks because what happened to him, he didn't deserve it at all. Because he wasn't even involved in what happened. But
How you saying he didn't if you're saying you don't even know what happened?
Good. Didn't he get paralyzed?
well, you didn't say that. How you know? Okay.
Like he already gave me like
The rundown. Okay.
He
So
read
he probably read
the
the search warrant. the sworn complaint. Gotcha. So yeah, he's paralyzed for the rest of his life. Rest of his freaking life. He's 4 years old, man. I know. I feel like I'm getting the vibe that you are sorry, but we have to come off the fact that you saying you're not involved, but we know you're involved. We're here for a reason, man. We get it. We get it. You don't want to tell us, but we're here now.
Y'all gotta know because he gave y'all my name.
He gave you your name.
Why he gave y'all my name?
Yeah.
But,
Can I tell you we got witnesses that put you there? So it don't really matter.
Cause I don't know nobody from.
They don't have to know you to know that your face. They don't have to know you to put you there. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you, if you want to sit here and say Cedric's a liar, you can do that. But it's only going to make this harder for you. Because we wouldn't be here because Cedric said something only.
Judge would
Because
not
I don't even know
sign.
Cedric from Joe, okay? So what I'm trying to tell you is, if I didn't have hard proof that he did not take you back to your house right after y'all drove around Lake City, okay?
He said it to me back at my house. He said it to my home house.
He didn't take you straight there. He did take you to someone's house though.
That's wrong.
Right, and then y'all went together somewhere,
No.
and that's the Gainesville.
No.
Because we got y'all, listen, I can even tell how much weight was in the car, okay? Because of the computer in the car. I'm not even playing with you. I would not, nor would Detective Williams, put this charge on you with that bond on you, securing the fact that you don't get out of here unless you go to trial and are found guilty or you get out. I would not put that on a human being because someone told me something. You're in trouble, and you're making it worse.
I'm making it worse.
You are making it worse because you just won't talk about what happened.
I wasn't in Gainesville. I didn't leave Lake City.
Who was the homeboy that you said
It's
y'all,
unfortunate.
who house y'all were at?
That's just my dog.
Can I just get his nickname?
He don't gotta be brought in.
He don't gotta be brought. Well, he's solidifying your timeline of where you were at, though. So even if I have a brief conversation on the phone, hey, was KOBIE there? And he said yes. Okay, cool. That's solidifying what you're telling me, right? Because I have Cedric telling me you're somewhere else, but you're telling me you're this place.
Well, we don't just have Cedric telling me you're somewhere
Yeah,
else.
well,
That's the problem.
that's true. That's true.
Well, I have multiple people that can tell you I didn't leave Lake City either, so.
Gotcha.
Where we going?
Let's start with the homeboy, though.
Where we go is with the person who's paralyzed, still has eyeballs.
Yeah.
Okay, where we're going was with the person who's in the hospital, still can tell who's the person who shot him.
Right. So
Okay, and the person who shot him, none of your homeboys can erase the fact of who shot him.
Yeah.
Okay, none of your homeboys telling me you were in Lake City can make that go away.
Well,
Okay, so seeing as how your mom's disabled, you might have a little bit of respect for the reality of what we're dealing with here, right?
Right.
So what I'm trying to talk to you as a human being. Okay, I'm trying to talk to you as somebody who's made a mistake and needs to make it better. Because we understand that the kid in that house, he's no saint. Okay? And we're not sitting like, you didn't go and like blow up a church, okay? Like, trust me when I tell you, I realize that. But you want to sit here and tell me you haven't had Facebook for 3 or 4 months. Like, I can only take so much of bullshit. But what I'm trying to tell you is I can only take so much. I give it to you straight. I've told you everything I can tell you. I'm not sitting here lying to you. I haven't said anything to you that's not true, and you know that. So check that on me, okay? Check it. Say like, well, this person hasn't lied to me. You could at least have that. If I can't trust you, you can trust me.
I understand that, but I didn't leave Lake City.
Okay. Well, I have evidence and proof that you did.
Okay.
So if you're not going to get off that, we're going to have a problem. If we're not getting off that, $1.5 million bond doesn't go away. If we're not going to get off that, we're going to walk out of here, but you don't walk out of here.
I figured I wasn't right here anyway today.
Well, that's because you still got to get transported to Latra before you can get anything else going on. So you're right about that. You're not walking out of here today.
Right. But I was just listening. I never went to Gainesville.
That's really bad for you if you don't keep that story. That's really bad for you. Because that just means that everything we believe to happen happened, or else you would be getting off of that.
Okay.
But that's really bad. I don't know how to tell you, dude. That's really bad for you. Because I've got you in Gainesville. So if you're going to lie that you weren't even there, that means everything that I have built to here must be true. If you're going to lie that you were not even in Gainesville, listen to me when I tell you this one last time. If you are going to lie that you were not even in Gainesville, when I know 1,000,000% you were, then I'm going to have to believe that you were behind paralyzing a human being, robbing people of their money and guns. I am going to have to believe that. If you don't get off of that, then we can't go forward. You have to get off of that because we can figure it out. Everything has an explanation, but you being adamant that you weren't even in Gainesville makes it impossible for you to explain what happened to me. You have to at least say to me, detective, you're right. I was there, but here's what really happened. And you're not giving me that opportunity. I came here to give you that opportunity, and you are in your own way. That's it. Point blank, period. You're in your own way right now. So take a minute, get over it, because I'm telling you, this whole I'm in the Lake City thing is really bad for you, because I know you weren't.
I was in Lake City. I never left the Gainesville. I was in Lake City.
Okay, so you know
I
how.
have plenty of witnesses that can tell you I was in Lake City.
Well, we know you were in Lake City, and you went to
I never left
Gainesville.
Lake City. I be having too much going on.
You remember? You say you remember this night that you was with Kirsten, right? Kirsten, sorry.
We was at my mama's house chilling.
Okay,
the
so
whole night.
when
But you weren't in your mom.
when Sad came and got you.
Bad.
Listen, KOBIE, when Sad came and got you, right? You went and left Kirsten. Kirsten was there still.
Yes, she was.
She was at your mom's house.
Yeah.
So she was at your mom's house the whole time. She didn't ride with you guys
No.
at all.
No.
Okay. So when you left your mom's house, y'all went to Busy Bee. Y'all went to another store. You haven't told me that story yet, but I'll let you keep thinking about that. But y'all went to another store, and then y'all started smoking a blunt in Cedric's car. Drove around, went to your homeboy's house that you won't tell me the name, right? And when he drove you back, how long were you with Ced?
For about 30 minutes.
30 minutes?
Then he dropped. Well, the homeboy name is Trey. Good, Trey.
You said Trey?
Trey. T-R-E.
T-R-E.
So he dropped me off.
Okay, is he a black man?
Yeah, black.
Okay. So he
You want
went.
to tell him a picture?
I don't know.
No.
Trey's name. So
You got the other
you
guy.
went to Trey house, and how long were y'all there?
I stayed there for about at least 2 or 3 hours.
Does Trey stay in a mobile home or a house or an apartment?
House, basically.
He stayed in the house? Okay. What color is the house?
Brown.
He has a car?
No.
Okay. So your homeboy Trey, y'all went to his house, stayed there for roughly 20 minutes, and he drove you back to your mom's house?
No. Me and Trey was staying there for at least over 3 hours. We was chilling, playing nine.
So Said left from Trey's house?
Yeah.
And when, you know where he went?
No.
Gotcha, okay.
He said he had to go take a piss of it.
Did you call Said from a phone number that night?
No.
Or during the day or anytime?
No.
You didn't use nobody's phone?
No.
So, let me just throw names out here. We have Jamisha, we have Miss Tanya, we have Kirsten. So, they all, I'm assuming, will have cell phones at work. You gave us your mom's number, right? They all have cell phones at work. So, their phones should not be connected somewhere in the same vicinity as Said after the fact that he dropped you off, correct? Is that what you're telling me?
Say that again.
So, we have Kirsten's, Jamisha, and Tanya. Kirsten. Let me call her Miss Hughes.
Hey.
I'm gonna keep messing her name.
Yeah, you gonna mess it up.
We have Kirsten's, Jamisha's, and Tanya. They all have cell phone network, I'm assuming. So, Sad dropped you off, and I'm assuming he left you, right? That's what you're saying. So, their phone should not be nowhere in the vicinity where Sad was at.
Right.
That you telling me? Because I can find their numbers. I mean, obviously, we're cops, so we can find their numbers, right? So, if I look their number up and you're telling me they're nowhere in the vicinity of where Sad was at later on that night. You never called him from phone. How did he know to pick you up at that particular time? Did he just pop up?
Yeah. That's
I don't know what time he picked it up. You know, but
He was just pulling up on me.
he pulled up on you?
You trying to smoke shit, so I said, yeah. So we went to the store. He couldn't get it.
Who had the weed? We don't really care about the weed, but I'm just curious. You had the weed?
Yeah.
Where did you get the weed from? Did you get it that night?
No, I been had it.
You been had it. So y'all went to get the Busy Bee. Y'all went to get a blunt.
Yes.
I didn't see a blunt in that transaction. It was just gas.
Oh well, he didn't get it.
No, I'm not trying to bullshit you, man. I'm just trying to tell you what I saw on the video. I didn't show you the whole video, but the video shows him giving you some type of dollar amount, some type of cash, and you walk up to the register. He goes to the bathroom, and you pay the lady, and then you walk back out, and he pumps his car, pumps the gas.
That black amount. I bought a black with that too.
You bought a black, so you use blacks to smoke?
Yes, I take tobacco out. I know you seen.
You the first person I ever heard of using a black amount to smoke weed. I'm not even gonna lie to you. They usually use what, cigarillos?
Man, swishers.
Or leaves? Okay.
Bro, he don't want it. He's just gonna let it go. He wants to get wrapped up for murder.
Alright, so here's the deal.
I'm done with it.
Alright. We know other people were involved. Like I said earlier, this is my case. She's just helping me out, right? So I know other people were involved, okay? What's gonna happen is, because this is not gonna just be sitting, and I'm not gonna care about it no more, because someone's paralyzed for the rest of their life. I'm gonna find out who was involved.
I understand.
And when I do,
Did you touch something in that apartment? Just answer me, because why did you touch anything in there, in the door, in the doorway? Because the apartment where the shooting happened. He's staying on it.
Okay, so when I find out
in Gainesville in that apartment, you're gonna have a tall answer, because you're full of shit, and you need to come off it now so I can help you, because I'm sick of it. Like, I don't care. Like, I need to find more people. I need to corroborate, but I'm straight up talking to someone who will not come off it. And if you don't come off it, that is.
Well, my DNA is nowhere in Gainesville. I didn't go to Gainesville.
Okay. So what's gonna happen is somebody's gonna buck. Somebody gonna buckle.
He's off.
You might be a hard ass, but somebody's gonna buckle.
He ain't no hard ass.
I said might be.
He ain't no hard ass.
That's the word my grandma uses. But somebody's gonna buck, right? It might not be you. It's gonna be somebody.
Bro, you're in so much trouble.
Alright.
The person that gonna buck, I had nothing to do with it.
Alright.
Until I come with me some hardcore evidence that I did.
Bro, your mama is.
I want you to take a look at this stuff.
Mama already knows.
See that? That's you.
Where?
That's you getting
With
circled.
the circle around it, dude.
That's you getting circled right here.
What I got? Okay.
You know this is a full lineup. You getting circled. Alright.
That's it, man. Like, this is it. Are you okay?
My nose will.
You're fine?
I'm perfectly fine. I don't have no hard evidence that I did.
You saying that you came here and you left, hold on a second. You're telling me that you left Texas to come here and help your mama pay bills, and you work at this chicken place to help your mama pay bills, so she gonna lose her house now because your ass ain't getting out. You understand that?
I guess so.
Well, there's so much for caring about your mama, because I'm gonna have to go talk to her now and tell her that you don't give a shit, that you're gonna sit here and bold-faced lie when you could just man up to some dumb shit you did, dumb shit that went south, that can be explained, and she gonna lose everything if you really helping her, unless that's bullshit too.
I do.
You really need to come off of that, because I'm literally 1 foot out this damn door. And that is when you see my ass walk out there, because you're gonna see it. When you see it, there's your chance out the door. I don't need to beg somebody, but the reality of it is, I've seen your history. You're no angel, okay? But this is a heavy thing for any person to have. And if you're not gonna come off it, you're not gonna come off this much of it, then I'm not here to help you. Because I came in here hoping for you. But you're gonna sit here and tell me that you came home and left football to help your mama. Either that's bullshit, or you really don't care about her. Because she's about to lose it all. If your job at this chicken place was helping her at all, if you helped her at all, she ain't gonna get that help no more. And you're gonna make this woman live on the streets or something, because you will not get out. I have enough for you to never get out. Do you understand me? I wouldn't sit here if I didn't have it. So this ain't no like 2 weeks in the clink charge, okay? You will never get out. So that's your chance, because I'm done.
I wasn't against you.
Okay.
You let them know that.
Yeah.
I'll stay here. I don't know the protocol.
On the last day of July 2024, KOBIE was sentenced to 50 years in prison on charges of home invasion and attempt M. Now fam, if you're here, I appreciate it. This means a lot. Now this story was a little more special to me because this was someone who was really claiming to be innocent, that was allegedly caught up in all this by someone who orchestrated this, and also the perpetrator who told on everyone. Now with all that you guys just heard, part 1, now part 2, I'm dying to know you guys' thoughts in the comments. But basically this was a young man who told it all for $60. And not to mention, left a man paralyzed from the waist down. Talk to me in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Until then, I'll catch you guys on the next one.